Well, we have the most hard seltzers and amazing canned cocktails anywhere, like High Noon, Cutwater, White Claw, Truly, Topo Chico, Jack Daniels and Coke, Neutral Vodka Seltzer, and Cayman Jack Zero Sugar Margarita in cans.
Wow, I'm going to be the king of the cooler.
And we have them at the lowest prices in town. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
Shop the best deals of the summer now at Lowe's. Save up to an additional $1,000 on select major kitchen appliances. And for a limited time, save up to $3,165 on select 4-piece LG kitchen suites. Plus, save on hanging baskets of annuals. Right now, get 2 for just $15. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 6/28. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Hanging basket offer in-store only and excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hello, everyone. Desert Equity Lending is back again with a mortgage product that we have all been waiting for. We are excited to offer once again the no-document loan that we all remember from years ago. That's right. It's a true no-document loan. Remember when stated income loans were available? They were the most popular mortgages available for self-employed, as well as for those borrowers that couldn't quite show enough income to qualify using regular underwriting guidelines. This new no-doc loan is changing the way people get approved for a mortgage. Listen to this. No income, no problem. No tax returns, no problem. It doesn't take perfect credit to qualify either. If you have a good down payment and decent credit, you need to call now. These mortgages are being approved for primary residence as well as a second home. We are doing it the old-fashioned way. We use common sense underwriting to approve what other banks walk away from. Call 602-509-3000 to talk with a real person that can get you answers in hours, not days. That's 602-509-3000. Make the call. You will be glad you did. Desert Equity Lending. Desert Equity Lending, MB 0906989, NMLS 173369. Conditions and restrictions apply.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari explains how to deal with a losing trade.
Every now and then, you are going to be wrong. You have to be able to accept that you're wrong, take a loss, and move on. Very easy to say, very hard to do. Taking a small loss is one of the most difficult things for the average investor. All the time you invested convincing yourself to do something because you're going to use hard-earned money to buy the stuff. Now you have to turn around and say, oops, I was wrong. And that's where most of the small investors get married to a market, married to a stock, married to a mutual fund. And guess what? You love it, but it does not love you back.
Ready for some help with your investments? Call Compact Asset Management at 800-388-9700 and schedule your free consultation with Mo Ansari. That's 800-388-9700, 800-388-9700.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
KQFN AM Tempe, K257 CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM, K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Listen to Jim Rome and the Jungle, weekday mid-mornings on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, live from the Harmon Solar Studios.
All right, people, settle down because it's time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And we were already getting texts on the text line well before the show started. Old Erectinator is, he's on there blabbering on about I don't know what. But here's what I do know. I think he might be Booger Wolf. I think Booger Wolf might be Licky Lips Johnson. I think Licky Lips Johnson might be the Erectinator. I think he's all three. And if he's not all three, for sure, Licky Lips Johnson is Booger Wolf. You know why I know this? Yesterday, it had been a long time since either of them had texted in.
Yeah.
Licky Lips Johnson all of a sudden shows up. He hasn't texted since May 16th. Booger Wolf showed up before that. He hasn't texted since May 10th. Just kind of saying. And oh, wait a second. When did the Erectinator show up? Let me just scroll on back to see when he made his first appearance, May 24th. You see what I'm saying here? Erectinator, Licky Lips Johnson, Booger Wolf, I do believe are the same people. They text in the same sort of way. You know what I'm saying? They kind of have that same vibe and language. You guys getting that vibe?
Using the same vernacular? Is that what
Kinda.
you're alluding to?
Kinda. Very similar.
Because
Let
that
me tell
definitely
ya.
one thing they have in common is they're all mean as hell. But
Yeah, a little bit mean. Just a little bit mean. Anyway, so let me just say, okay, so here's what it started with. First thing that he says, well, he just went all kind of crazy on this morning. He says, did you guys give Randy his daily Geritol amount? He said, you and I are on Flintstone vitamins. And he's just going on and on about all kinds of other stuff here. And just kind of like Booger Wolf would say in a different way. I'm just saying, I think they're all the same people.
Though Booger Wolf was obsessed with Randy's feet for some reason.
Well,
I'm not sure about why.
I mean, who wouldn't be obsessed with my feet?
Oh boy.
Especially in the fourth dimension.
I don't think I've ever seen your feet.
See what I mean?
I don't think you've seen your feet in a few years.
Sort of a. Well, that could be true.
That was just needlessly mean. I apologize.
It could be true.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it could be true.
I'm not going to make any Dicky Doo jokes either. 888-368-1580. Erectinator is denying that he is Licky Lips Johnson or Booger Wolf, but of course he would, right? Of course he would. So I don't know. I am just very suspicious. Moist One wants to know whatever happened to Girth Brooks. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good texture nickname. You know, some of these texture nicknames, Randy, if people have not used them
in a while,
saying, what do you say? 3 years, we just take them back, put them back in the pile for somebody else.
I mean, I think we can, but I'd hate to see, Girth Brooks was for some reason incarcerated and he came back out and he wanted to use his name again.
Yeah, it's true. Somebody gets out of the pokey, we definitely don't want to get between them and the name.
It's kind of like Bad Grandpa. I mean, we're believing the best for Bad Grandpa. We're fearing the worst, but we're believing the best.
Yeah, I think Bad Grandpa's ever coming back. I think he finally just went the way you'd expect him to go. So, Big George says, hello, gentlemen. Happy Friday Eve. Can we just stop with that? Just call it Thursday. Just stop it.
I don't know.
Big George, sometimes you text in like a soccer mom. Happy hump day. Happy Friday Eve. You're going to come at me tomorrow with, it's Friday. Shut up. I'm sorry, Big George. I don't mean to get on you. That's always bugged me.
Oh, I think it's kind of refreshing and fun.
Is it?
We're in the middle of we're grinding a week here and
maybe I'm just cranky.
Friday Eve, maybe you are a little cranky.
I might be cranky. I don't know. Anyways, Big George says, well, it took 2 weeks, but the Diamondbacks finally swept the Washington Nationals in a 4-game series. My condolences to Keon. Looks like the Giants are finally going to lose the Padres at the end of the day. Diamondbacks will be back to 3.5 games in first place over the Giants and 4 games over the Dodgers. So
yeah, but we start up a 3-game series against the Giants in San Francisco tomorrow night.
Yeah, that'll be a struggle. But he says also great news. Starting June 30th, Diamondback games will no longer be on Bally Sports, and Randy can watch the games again.
You know what? It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Big George, thank you.
Suns.
Thank you for doing all the extemporaneous work on that, Big George. I appreciate it. It's about time.
Now we can just get the Suns free of that mess.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be free.
Things will get better for everybody
else.
If
we're not careful, the Suns might end up owning that entire network.
Sounds okay to me. As long as I don't got to pay for anything, I don't care.
Yeah.
Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to give you a pink color pickle ball uniform. I'm going to go ahead with standard male navy blue. That would be better for you. I'm never going to wear it. You can buy it. You can put it in a cute little package. You can send it over, mail it, have somebody hand it to me. Guess what happens? It gets set on fire. If it becomes my property, I will set it on fire. Like that dude from ESPN tortured a snake with gasoline and fire. I will do the same with any pickleball uniform you put in front of me. I have zero interest in ever playing that game. I've spoken.
As though the problem were the color of the pickleball uniform. And not that it's a pickleball uniform.
Plaid, maybe. I don't know. Nah, still no. Still no. Mr. Pringle says, as a Celtics fan, I'd like to hear Keon's thoughts on former Wizard Porzingis joining Boston. Yes, we've had an awful lot
of movement today, trades and stuff. Some trades that fell apart, then got put back together. But go ahead, Keon, give your take on the whole Porzingis thing.
I like the move for the Celtics. They're obviously a team that's had the Time Lord in there at center, and I think that he's been a really good defender for them, but he doesn't give them a whole lot of offensive punch.
Okay, let me just give you the entire trade, okay? So everybody knows what we're talking about. It's a 3-team deal. The Celtics got Porzingis, okay, and a 2023 first-round pick, which is number 25. 2024 first-round pick. They're getting that from Golden State. Top 4 protected, though. Washington Wizards, your team, Keon, gets Tyus Jones, a guard you've never heard of. Forward Danilo Gallinari, a guy you might have heard of. And then a center named Mike Mucus, which nobody's heard of, plus a 2023 second-round pick, which would be the number 35. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, they get Marcus Smart. Okay, so that's the facts right there.
Okay, yeah, I don't love losing Marcus Smart personally. I just think the dude's awesome, and I like the way that he plays defense, and I like the way that he gets fired up for stuff. So I don't really love that for the Celtics. But if it had to make the trade work, then I get it. You already have 2 guys that can really handle the basketball, and Jaylen Brown, I guess, as long as it's just his right hand, and Jason Tatum. And then you add Porzingis to that, and it's he's somebody who does a little bit of a different thing. He's a big guy that can stretch the floor. He can shoot threes. He can shoot mid-range really well. He could average 25 a night if you really need him to. He's a good rebounder. He's a great shot blocker. He's a decent defender. So I don't think that he's going to be that upgraded over Time Lord on the defensive side, but he's going to be able to score. And that was something that Boston was missing, especially in some of those games where, if we're just honest, sometimes Jason Tatum disappears. Mm-hmm. So to have another guy who can give you that offense, I think is really, really huge. I like that move for the Celtics, and the Wizards are tanking. They are just taking on just guys and whatever picks that anybody will be able to throw in their direction. And then for the Grizzlies, I think the Marcus Smart trade is a smart move because he is going to be playing point guard while Ja Morant is suspended. And then he's the guy that kind of replaces Dylan Brooks in terms of giving you that intimidation factor, except he's not as dumb. So he's gonna do everything that Dylan Brooks was able to do, I think, from a hustle standpoint, without giving you all the negative.
Yeah, Mr. Pringle says hopefully Porzingis plays more games per season than Durant does. By the way, can I just say congratulations to the Washington Wizards. I have never seen a team blown up so effectively and efficiently and literally. The whole thing has exploded. We talk about it.
Glorious.
We talk about, we're going to blow it up, retool it. We're going to reset. Oh my God. This has been textbook, just amazing.
This thing is long overdue. This team hasn't had a rebuild in like 13 years. The thing is, everybody gets their turn at being truly awful. And the Wizards tried to avoid that. And the result was that for the last 15 years-ish, they were cool with being 6 or 10 in the NBA. And they were worse than being bad. They just didn't matter. They were never a real contender. They made the playoffs a decent amount of years, but they weren't going to do anything. This is better. Pick a direction and go there.
I have a message for anybody who finds himself this coming year in a Washington Wizards uniform. Probably want to check your 501k. Probably want to see how things are going with your retirement package, because if you're wearing a Washington Wizards uniform, your career's over even before it started, or you're at the end. There's just no other way around it right now.
If you're a role player type, if you're somebody like Jordan
I'm not talking about somebody getting drafted. I'm not going Jordan Poole. I don't think he's not what they'd hoped he'd be. And so he's disposable too, man. He just became a bench player. I mean, and not even a great one.
Jordan Poole's because he's a Wizard. I mean, he's going to be a starter, and he can take all the shots he wants, and he can score all the points he wants. And then if it works out and he looks good, he's getting traded too.
Yeah.
That's how this is going.
So also a byproduct of all of this, the Washington Wizards, they have finalized that deal to send Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors. Of course, Jordan Poole, goes back. So Chris Paul avoided, being in the Wizards swamp. But the Warriors, they're sending a 2030 protected first round and a 2027 second rounder to the Wizards. How does that help you? That's 7 years from now for the first round pick. And it's, of course, 4 years for a second rounder. But as you have told me year in and year out, Keon, ain't nothing worth a damn outside of that first 5 or 6 guys in the first round. And the rest are just like, maybe.
I don't personally believe that. A lot of people think that. I don't personally believe.
Every time we've talked about a draft, and we look at it, you don't admit it, but you start saying, "Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, that guy." And you're like, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, it gets a little bit dicier, but I don't think that there's nobody worth a damn. I mean, the league is full of guys beyond the top 5 of an NBA draft. The top 5 of an NBA draft is the guys that you believe or that you know are going to hit, and then everybody else is, hey, do your homework and figure out who fits and figure out who's got the personality for it and all of that stuff. Like that's really what comes after that. But like the first 5 guys are supposed to be slam dunks, basically. Mm-hmm. After that, do your homework. And the smart teams are able to find guys at like 10 and, 11 and 15. Like Kawhi was drafted at 15. Giannis was drafted around 10, I think. That's where Steph got drafted too. So like you can find guys. It's not impossible, but the smart teams do it. The dumb teams don't. That's how it is.
All teams, all fans have at least something to look forward to if their team doesn't play very well. Getting some decent picks in an NBA draft, not you Suns. I mean, anything can happen during a season, but at least you have that to look forward to, but not you Suns. Why? Oh my God, the Washington and Phoenix trade there with Bradley Beal. Now the facts have come out. The Phoenix Suns have 8 drafts where they have 0 pick control. There are 10 picks that are either straight up gone or kind of gone.
Can I give you the specifics of this?
Please do.
Okay, so 2023, which is this year, their first rounder, that's the Nets pick. They actually have the second pick in the draft.
That was gone when we got what's his name?
But in 2024, the Wizards can pick swap with them in 2024. Also the second rounder for next year, also the Wizards. 2025, first rounders Nets, second rounder Wizards. 2026, pick swap with the Wizards, second rounder Wizards. 2027, first rounder Nets, second rounder Wizards. 2028, pick swap with the Wizards, second rounder Wizards. 2029, that goes to the Nets, second rounder goes to OKC, and then 2030 is pick swap with the Wizards, and the second rounder is just outright owned by the Wizards. Like this thing with Durant, Beal, and Booker better work because you don't have anything.
The question is Beal worth this? And I'm thinking, no. Is he? Is Beal worth all this? And you just said he is if they win a championship or 2. But I just, wow, when you see it all written out like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was staggering when I saw it.
Was Ishbia on his phone driving through the mountains when they kind of told him what to be? And he's like, just get the deal done. Click, how do you do this to yourself? How do you do this to this team? 10 years. 10 years.
I mean, look, again, no one's going to complain if they win a title. I happen to think that Bradley Beal is worth it, but the big giant if these guys stay healthy. I mean, we have seen Durant with the injury issues. We have seen Beal with the injury issues, and Devin Booker as of late has been dealing with that hamstring, it seems, every year. So you've kind of turned yourself into the Lakers to a degree when it comes to are guys going to be healthier in street clothes in the playoffs roll around? If they're healthy,
right time.
I think that you've got a contender. If they're not, well, it's going to be tough sledding.
Talk about mortgaging the future. My God. 888-368-1580. Plenty of things that people want to say right here, but let me just throw this one in the mix. Chris Middleton has declined his $40 million player option with the Bucks. He's another forward, and it's $40 million. The Suns don't need that, right? We're not going after that, right?
No, I don't think any $40 million guy or even $30 million guy, I think, is out of the question at this point.
No, not for Ishbia. He'll write that check.
I mean, maybe you will, but I mean, you are this. I mean, the new CBA is kicking in. You're going to be facing some steep penalties for going.
Is that a need? Is this guy a need? Do we need this guy?
I don't think you need this guy.
Yeah, I don't think we need this
guy. I don't think it's a need.
Well, we're going to put Chris Middleton on the bench.
Unless you're just saying, look, we're going to roll out an all-star squad because that starters, because that's essentially what's going to happen.
We desperately need a championship here in Phoenix. Let's go back to the text line. Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, another dose of Midol will cure that. your face. I don't know what you're talking about. Bruno Baller says you guys could potentially have a 3-day weekend coming up, but you won't even know till Sunday. Yeah, I know. We have it all set up. So if a game 3 in the College World Series is necessary, we will not be on the air, not even for 45 minutes. I worked out a deal with Radio Run on that. But hear all about the betting odds leading up to it, and then we'll see you on Tuesday. But if who's favored in this? Is it LSU? Is it or that's not even decided?
Well,
yet,
it's
right?
not decided. LSU and Wake Forest go at it again today. Wake Forest is the 1 seed.
Yeah.
LSU has to win tonight. This is a win or go home game, so we'll see what happens.
The Big T says, "What if I?" Oh my God! The whole text line just did the Washington Wizards exploded for 2 seconds there. Big T says, "What if I send Jeffrey a Vols jersey?" Why would you do that? I have no interest in Tennessee Volunteers. Is that what the Big T stands for you, Tennessee? Just curious.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but it's not going to do any good. Thundar Santa Barbarian says, "I don't have a burner phone, so any text from me is the real me and not a fake me. I'm not like that licky booger erection wolf guy or whoever he is. And even though my Dodgers have been playing like bleat for the weeks now, we still at least have a winning record. We're going to turn this thing around," he says. "Go blue." Okay.
You got to believe, man.
Good. I don't mind Thundar with his fandom like that because
no, I don't. I don't at all.
That's not silliness like a 49er fan. It's not delusion like a Seahawks fan. You know what I'm saying? Moist One says, "I'm heartbroken the Celtics traded Marcus Smart." Heartbroken.
I can't believe. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Marcus Smart the defensive player of the year last season?
Not last season.
Not
but,
the one that we just completed, but I'm talking about the one before that.
A couple seasons ago. Yeah, he was.
And why? And they would bring in the big zucchini. What do they call the guy again? What's his name?
Porzingis.
Porzingis. Yeah. They're bringing him in, and they're getting rid of the former defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I think that the way the Celtics see it, and this is also I think part of having Joe Mazzulla as your head coach. They just couldn't score enough.
Well,
and so they're going to always side with offense over defense, I think, and that's what they're going with it.
I just and the second thing is, I know we're up against it, but my big question today is: you're going to take Chris Paul over Jordan Poole, or I mean, you're going to take. Yeah,
this is more about the locker room. I think this is about getting rid of Poole's contract, knowing that Chris Paul come in, he won't get punched in the face by anybody. He's going to be just a good kind of backup guy when he's healthy.
Well, I guess
they just realized right away that Poole's probably the cancer, and it wasn't Draymond Green.
But is Chris Paul going to give you what you need to win? Jordan Poole didn't. He went kind of flat there towards the end. Doesn't matter. I mean, if Chris Paul is out and your locker room is happy, so be it. But you're still not going to win.
What if they're going to trade Chris Paul next to the Celtics?
I guess
I don't.
Maybe.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're rolling.
Kyrie Irving.
Well, he's in Dallas, so maybe in Dallas.
Who's in the Celtics? Who's the other guy? Who's in the Celtics?
Jason Tatum.
I'm sorry, no, on the Clippers.
Oh,
the Clippers.
Yeah,
Paul George.
Dazu. Paul George.
Why didn't
Doc Rivers?
Why didn't the Clippers just do that?
I just don't know
Doc Rivers
is the Clippers anymore.
I think
Russell Westbrook.
And I think you have to keep in mind with the Warriors that they have a new front office now. Mike Dunleavy Jr. is the general manager.
Yeah.
And so he's got a different eye on this, and he's looking at it and going, well, I don't know how much Steph and Clay we have left. Clay's contract is up next year. Even if we bring back Draymond, how long is that going to last? We're going to try and go for right now because you know what? Jordan Poole was terrible in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chris Paul was certainly an igniter for. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
but if he comes off the bench, maybe if his role is different, you can get more out of it. If he's playing 20 minutes a game instead of 30.
Who's the other guy? Paul George and who?
Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I said. I said Kawhi Leonard. What did I say? Oh, I said Kyrie Irving, didn't I?
You did. Mm-hmm.
I eventually got there.
Took the road less traveled.
Nobody cares. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Juice Reel, the betting intelligence tool that's making better bettors. Open the App Store and get your hands on Juice Reel. Start betting smarter. Juice, R-E-E-L. Juice Reel. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Major League Baseball, the Atlanta Braves are the favorites to win the World Series at plus 370, while the Tampa Bay Rays, leaders in the American League, are plus 450. The Dodgers, who are currently residing in third place in the NL West, are plus 470, while the Houston Astros, the defending World Series champions, third in the AL West, are plus 950. The Texas Rangers on top of the West in the American League are plus 1,000, and the New York Yankees are plus 1,600. The Cincinnati Reds, who are on top of the NL Central after an 11-game win streak, are plus 12,000. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code TRUST at checkout. That's harrys.com, code TRUST. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Total Wine. What brings you in today?
Hey, Ruthie, I need help filling the ultimate beach cooler.
Well, we have the most hard seltzers and amazing canned cocktails anywhere, like High Noon, Cutwater, White Claw, Truly, Topo Chico, Jack Daniels and Coke, Neutral Vodka Seltzer, and Cayman Jack Zero Sugar Margarita in cans.
Wow, I'm going to be the king of the cooler.
And we have them at the lowest prices in town. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
Shop the best deals of the summer now at Lowe's. Save up to an additional $1,000 on select major kitchen appliances. And for a limited time, save up to $3,165 on select 4-piece LG kitchen suites. Plus, save on hanging baskets of annuals. Right now, get 2 for just $15. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 6/28. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Hanging basket offer in-store only and excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
The field is called a gridiron. The ball is called a pigskin. The quarterback is called a field general.
Y'all know what time it is?
And the kicker? Well, they just call him a kicker.
Come on, dude!
Hey, this is football. The NFL plays here. Catch all the primetime games, playoff, and Super Bowl 56 on your home for the NFL.
Let's go now.
1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. All right. Talking about all these NBA trades and moves and stuff, and the NBA draft is later tonight, and I have no interest in it at all. Can't imagine why. Unless you think the Suns might actually try to finagle their way to a pick, and if they were going to make that effort, you would think it would have to be somewhere, like we say, in the top 6. Is there any scuttlebutt? Is there any thought process that would get us into the NBA draft tonight?
Out of the second round, I just don't see that the Suns have necessarily enough, unless they make some surprise trade that involves DeAndre Ayton getting a bunch of players and some picks. That is the best I think that they would be able to do on that front.
Somebody better keep their ear to the ground on this one.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for sure.
Yeah, I was looking at you. I was looking directly at you. Randy is too busy looking at weather radar. I can't trust him to find anything out about NBA trades or anything. Yeah, I can't trust him to turn his microphone.
I've been looking at the Twitter. I'm trying to follow the trends here.
No, I want you to follow the weather right now. We need a look at the weather. Weather Hefe, step up and tell us.
Weather Hefe from the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Randy White, the Weather Hefe, as it were. 102 current downtown temperature right now under mostly sunny skies. A bit windy this afternoon. Look out for wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour. 103 tomorrow, 99
later on Friday, Saturday, 104, 107 Sunday. Ooh, we're into the 110s by Monday. No chance of rain anywhere. It is monsoon season, so I guess there's that. From the Harman Solar 1580, the Fanatic Weather Center, this is the Weather Hefe. Randy White, back to you, Jeff Combs.
Thanks, Randy. Did you see that thing where these people was like, you ever been to Red Rocks in Denver? They have concerts out there. You know, I think Bill Burr did a concert out there. The Cure did a concert out there back in the 80s. U2, that's where they got that famous footage for Sunday, Bloody Sunday, right? Red Rocks in Denver. And I guess there was a concert there the other day, and nobody checked the weather forecast. Nobody asked Randy White, and people were pelted and bloodied and beaten by hail.
Baseball-sized hail.
Just and there's video of people screaming and oh my God. It's like nobody can check the weather report on that, huh? All right.
Keon, have you ever been in a hailstorm? Have you ever been out in a hailstorm?
Just one, but I was in my car. So
yeah.
You know, not great for my car, but
baseball-sized hail.
Also, I've never been around baseball-sized hail. No,
I have not seen that myself. I've seen marble-sized hail. I've seen ping pong-sized hail. That was kind of like, you know, and I've seen all of a sudden you see like regular hail, right? And then all of a sudden this giant chunk of ice just goes on the ground. You're like, ooh, I'm glad that wasn't a car.
Yeah,
but that's you gotta pay attention to the damn weather.
You've got to be looking to the skies.
Well, these people are looking to the skies that had gotten their eyes taken out.
Well, that's true.
Gone.
Never mind.
Anyway, so thank you for that weather report. Today is National Onion Ring Day, in case you didn't know that. Do you like the onion rings there, Keon?
I do. Love a good onion ring.
Don't have them at the table when Randy's there. So if we're ever like hanging out, and because even the smell of an onion will send you, over the top.
Excuse me?
You know damn well what I'm talking about. You hate I hate onions.
Well,
you have a vicious, visceral reaction to onions.
I have a venomous relationship with onions.
Yeah. Was that you or somebody else that he says, don't put onions in my food, and they put onions, he took a bite, and they went over there and puked all over the counter. Is that somebody else?
I don't know if that was me or not. But that does happen to me. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Good to know.
That does happen to me.
I have onions away from Randy White.
Onion allergy. Yeah.
I just don't like the white chunky onions. I like green onions. I like, onion powder, but I like sauteed onions, and I like French onion soup, and I like onion rings. I'm weird about onions.
Thing about it is the older I get, the more difficult it is to have any sort of onion in anything for me. It just tears me up. The other day I had a taco and it had some little green onions on it. And I didn't think, I don't think anything about it. I just go right through it. Boy, my stomach was a mess that night.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So heed my warning, Keon. That's all.
Don't put onions in my food, man.
888-368-1580. CK says, good afternoon, fellas. Weather Hefe, beer me, please. And look at Big George right there with the clutch information. The Suns have zero control of their future drafts for the next 7 years. It might even be 10. He says, go Diamondbacks.
Well, I mean, right now they don't. Things can always happen, guys. Yeah, right now, this is what it looks. This is the picture right now.
Not gonna give them back.
But things can always, trades, moves, different things can happen.
Yeah, I guess.
And of course they'll still have picks, like
sort of like Keon's bank account. It's very fluid. I mean, depending on what's happening today, it could be empty or it could, have some money in it.
We'll talk about which one of those statuses is more likely on another show. But I want to just point out, if the Suns do have picks, like the years they have pick swaps with the Wizards, the Wizards will just swap picks with them, but they'll still have the pick. But like the problem is, in a post Kevin Durant, post Bradley Beal situation, regardless of whether or not it does or does not work out, if you have a bad season or something like that, and you're looking forward to getting some kind of draft pick to help boost you, it's not your pick anymore.
Guys, this doesn't bother me as much as the fact that Isaiah Thomas is somehow involved in these decisions.
The tentacles are in there somewhere.
Somehow he's got the ear of Matt Ishbia. And I don't I think that Bradley Beal is a wonderful player. Obviously, I think that Kevin Durant is a wonderful player. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Devin Booker, and I think he's come into his own. And I think this is a tremendous opportunity. But look, some of the fourth dimension are right. We don't know what's going to look what happened with Kevin Durant this year. He got here and instantly got hurt. Bam. We had him, 12 games, 15 games, something like that. By the time of playoffs were now, let's say we get into the season this year, you get Bradley Beal here a whole summer. Everybody's all jacked, and this is the run. This is going to be great. And then all of a sudden, bam, hamstring, bam, twisted ankle, bam. I tore groin. Now what are we looking at?
Yeah, like Keon has said, we better hope this works because it has to. If it doesn't, then it's going to be a decade before we have a chance again. And I mean, unless somebody wants to keep spending money, then fine. We'll just keep buying, players. But that switch pick thing, to try to get a real understanding of what that is, what that feels like. I can tell you exactly what that feels like. So last night, my wife wanted me to grill. Remember I told you? So she hands me a plate of chicken tenders and a steak. We had a leftover steak in the freezer. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go out there and I cook all this stuff up, right? And we come inside, and so I sit down. I got the plate with the steak in front of me and a plate with some chicken tenders over there. And she looks over at me and just goes, zoop, just switched it. I just and I was powerless to do anything about it. I'm like, whoa, wait, could we maybe split that? She's like, no. She's like, I've been working out. I need this. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll enjoy the chicken. And, so that was what a switch pick feels like.
That's exactly what it feels like. Like, say you have a season where you're bad enough to have the 5th overall pick. And the Wizards are not even picking that far behind, like picking at 10. They might look at your pick and just go, zoop, yep, we want 5. And now they've got it.
That steak looked so good.
Yeah, it sounds like a horrible story. I
did.
I like chicken, but a good steak. Oh,
thank God it was me grilling everything because the chicken was delightful. But as I'm sitting here eating it, even though it's as delightful as it could be, just looking at her, she just chewing down on that steak. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I probably couldn't have any of that. No, there's no way I could have shared that with you. A Rectinator says, Keon, please tone down the nerdiness. What are you talking about? Nerdiness. Just because you're dumb doesn't mean he's.
You
nerdy.
mean the in-depth sports anal analysis?
I mean, it's kind of my job.
For us, it's anal analysis. For him, it's actual analysis. For you and me, it's anal analysis.
Yeah.
We're just talking out our asses. That's all that is. Pink Eye says there was a report that the Knicks offered Julius Randle and 2 first-rounders for Ayton last summer, but then the Suns declined it.
But that was last summer.
Mm-hmm. And
this is this summer.
I remember distinctly saying, if you have some trouble with Ayton, just go ahead and pull the trigger on that. And I know it was a down year for Julius Randle, but look at him this year.
See, but
they're immediately bounced back.
There are those talking heads out there right now that are trying to make this into a good deal because you have Frank Vogel as head coach, and he's saying that he likes DeAndre Ayton, and
I can fix him.
Yes, it's a project. It's kind of like when the women marry us and they think they've got a project on their hands and they can fix
him.
And so that's what some of these pundits are out there saying, that they feel that Frank Vogel can fix DeAndre Ayton. It reminds him of what's his name, Rob Hudgens or Hubbins or Huggins or somebody that
just got fired.
He coached before.
The guy who got drunk and was talking bad stuff, that's Bob Huggins.
No, not Bob Huggins. But the guy that Vogel had at Indiana, and he coached him, and he turned it out
Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert, there you go. There it is.
And look, I mean, I do think that Roy Hibbert and DeAndre Ayton, in terms of what Frank Vogel likes to do defensively, there's like a lot of similarities there. He likes true 7-footers that can defend the rim. Like that's his
But
defense.
DeAndre doesn't defend the damn rim.
He can. I mean, we've seen it happen. When they went to the finals, that was the year. Was like, okay, yeah, DeAndre Ayton can do this a little bit. But
he's got to sack up and be a man, man. He's got to get in there and beat some people up.
I agree with you. We haven't seen it since, but he can do it. So I understand where that kind of optimism is coming from. Like if you're Frank Vogel, you're like, why would I try and find somebody else 7 feet tall? You got a perfectly good 7-foot tall guy right here. But I don't know if Frank Vogel is going to learn a lesson, a valuable lesson about how you can't make a guy with no motor have a motor, or if he's going to actually do the thing that seems impossible, which is to unlock something in DeAndre Ayton where he has some pride in what he's doing out there.
I think we'll have a better idea of what reality is here tomorrow. Boogie says the Athletics need more offense. They can always lure Carmelo Anthony out of retirement if they want.
The Athletics? It's Carmelo Anthony. The
Did he
A's.
say Celtics?
I think
The Athletics.
Maybe he meant Celtics.
Yeah, no, he said. I thought I said Celtics.
You said Athletics, and I was like,
I said at the Celtics, and then I realized it's at. He says at the Celtics. I'm saying he might be having a stroke, but that's what he said.
I mean, they're going to lure Carmelo out of retirement. I mean, I don't know that necessarily helps, because they you don't want to sacrifice any more defense, do you? And at this stage, what can Carmelo do defensively?
Boogie, your badly written text is making me look like I'm having a stroke, so stop it. Big George says, I'm not sure what imploded worse this week. I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
damn.
Now that people are dead, we're just going to leave that one alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just when I thought, it's going to work out. They'll totally be found.
I really thought they were going to save this.
I thought so too.
Turns out there was nothing to save.
Okay. Yep. That's.
But I can just say this: better that way than suffocating. You know what I'm saying? If it's like you're going to die no matter what, I would rather have the whole thing implode and just be a quick death than sit there smelling everybody else's farts for 3 days and then finally suffocating. That's why it's a better way to go.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think you're right.
It's too bad. I don't care if they were dumb billionaires and dumb people running a tin can that should have never been in there. Yeah, now it's just kind of sad. So we'll just move on. Blissful A says, Juice Reel. Juice Reel sounds like steroid players used in the 80s and 90s. You know, the best ERA in Major League Baseball history. Steroids are wrong. Still are wrong. It was cheating. It's cheating. They shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. So there. Pringle says, here is a comprehensive list of who the Suns will be drafting in the next decade.
Hell of a list.
All of them. That's all of them right there.
Hell of a list.
Yeah. He says, is it true that the Suns have petitioned the league to allow them to play their games with 3 basketballs? 3 basketballs? No. What are you talking about?
Because they've got 3 stars, and so there's only 1 basketball, and they can all take their shots, No, it's just that the other 2 guys on the court aren't shooting.
Dear Bob says, I agree. The pick swaps suck, but so do the Wizards. I'm really not too worried about that. Oh, yeah, I see what he's saying.
I mean,
you won't have to swap because you guys are always going to be worse.
You understand that it's 8 years from now. Like, the Wizards aren't going to be worse 8 years from now, potentially. If
more than likely.
You do everything correctly. And I like the new front office that they've put together. I'm excited about those guys.
Quiet Cannon says, in honor of the second day of summer, could you play Summertime Blues we're not a music station, Quiet Cannon. No, we're not doing that. CK says, last week, Keon had a foot fetish, and this week he's going anal. Yikes. Analysis. It's analysis, CK. Boogie says, my grammar works fine perfectly.
Oh, does it?
And it was sad. He actually works in education. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, pretty sure they were dead yesterday when everybody was making jokes.
Pretty sure they were dead on Sunday when they lost communication with.
But it was like Schrodinger's cat. We didn't know was the sub sank? Were the people in it dead or alive? Well, now they've opened it. We can see. Now we know the answer. So we're not going to make any more jokes. Blissful Hayes says, if the Suns actually want to win, they need to trade Booker, Durant, and Beal for Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and some draft picks.
Boy, please get over it.
I mean, Blissful
God.
Hayes. We just need to stop reading his text.
Just get over it already.
Some stupid stuff right there. When we come back, let's talk a bit about the Arizona Diamondbacks and some baseball stuff in general. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-216-9922. That's 1-800-216-9922. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-216-9922. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Introducing My Plan from Verizon. With My Plan, you pick only the perks you want and save on every one. So you get exactly what you want and only pay for what you need. And for a limited time only, get the amazing iPhone 14 Pro Max on us when you switch with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Plus. Act now and get iPhone 14 Pro Max with My Plan at your Verizon store today. Up to $1,599.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line postpaid unlimited plus plan required. $200 Verizon e-gift card sent within 8 weeks with Portal. Plus up to $1,000 trade-in promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
Gilbert worked in retail and restaurant management for 14 years. It was time for a change.
I recognized where I was at was vulnerable to the whims of the economy.
Then he heard about My Computer Career. Gilbert went for it.
In as little as 7 months, I got all of my certifications at a fraction of a cost for college.
He became an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
I can work from anywhere. I have more time for my family as well.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Red, white, and dew savings are heating up at the Home Depot. Get great savings that are worth celebrating. And by celebrating, we mean grilling. Get a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill now on special buy for $199 at the Home Depot. It's versatile, easy to use, and includes Digital Pro Controller technology for precise temperature control, making it your go-to grill for all those summer celebrations. Get more done during Red, White, and Dew savings with a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill for just $199 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Imagine if you had a chance to change a child's life, to protect our public lands, to help our veterans, to create a healthier Arizona. When you sign up for AmeriCorps, you have the chance to make a difference. Part-time or full-time, student or senior, AmeriCorps is for everyone. Sign up at serve.az.gov. That's serve.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Governor's Office of Youth, Faith, and Family.
The most important event in sports could happen at any time.
Like right now.
Or right now. Or even
now.
Don't miss history. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or at 1580thefanatic.com.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender on this Thursday on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. As we head for 6 o'clock tonight, Snakes already played today. Sorry, Keon, beating the Nationals 5-3.
That's all good.
In that smokeout game. So they are traveling as we speak, probably in San Francisco by now, I would imagine. But they are going to San Francisco to take on the red hot in Fuego San Francisco Gigantes. They're in San Francisco this weekend. So if you are looking forward to some good baseball, these are the two hottest teams right now in the National League West. I mean, minus the San Diego Padres, but you can't have three teams playing each other in a death match, although that would be super fun. Some sort of space age 3D field where it's kind of like James Caan and rollerball back in the 70s, and you get some spiked ball and you get these guys out there. Now we're talking some serious ball, okay? You get these guys out of some 3D, multi-level fields, and you get some like killer ball going on. You see what I'm saying, guys? No. Yes. Sorry.
We're just a little scared.
Anyway, you still have an opportunity to make some bets on baseball. It's in full swing, you know, and America's number one sports book is the place to be. That is FanDuel, of course. So right now, new customers could get a no sweat first bet up to $1,000. You've been kind of throwing the idea around. See what I did there?
Oh yeah,
throwing the idea around.
Yeah, I got it.
Tossing it
By
up
the way,
to
did
yourself.
you say nude customers?
No, not nude. New customers.
Okay, I'm out then.
Leave the DE off.
Sorry.
New.
Just sounded like it.
New customers, not nude.
not naked, new customers.
But they're at home and they're naked and they're new.
I suppose if you are at home, you could bet in any shape that you're in.
Yeah, nobody's going to see you.
Right. So you scratch that. Go ahead and be nude if you want to. Up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. What that means is FanDuel, let's say you put a bet down on a game. Let's say you make a bad choice. Oh, darn. I lost my money. I put, $25 down. Boy, now I'll never see that money. Wrong answer. FanDuel is going to give you $25 in bonus bets back if you blow your first pick. Okay. So what you need to do is go to FanDuel right now. FanDuel.com/Randy1580. Get on there and sign up today. Again, that's FanDuel.com/Randy1580. And don't miss your chance to snag a no sweat first bet when you join FanDuel today. One more time, FanDuel.com/Randy1580 to sign up. FanDuel official sports partner, official partner of the Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission, must be 21 or older, present in Arizona, fully clothed. First online real money wager only, $10 first deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expired 7 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook, which covers nudity, by the way. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. Jeff, go.
You think Celine Dion is warming up right now? Just saying. 888-368-1580. And yes, the Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 5-3 in the makeup game. And the Nats manager, the Nats manager, I just love that guy. He was the guy who came out and showed the picture. He's like, this is crap. And did he ever get fined, by the way, for that?
No.
Good. I said he shouldn't be.
Surprising, actually.
Well, now he's up to more hijinks today. He got tossed arguing a pitch. And let me just say this. He was right. That was a low pitch that got called a strike. He lost his mind, went after it, very quickly got tossed, and then just went even crazier, then laid down behind the plate going, is this where the strike zone is? Is this where the strike zone is?
While he's laying in the dirt.
Yeah.
It was so good. So good. And, so I on behalf of the Diamondbacks, I apologize for that one call. I don't know if that was a game changer or not.
Well, it's not the Diamondbacks' fault. It's the officials' fault. It's the umpire's fault.
Still, just saying. It was a bad call, but I just love that guy.
Did you see the bad call last night? The catcher's interference call.
Oh, my God, yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the Rangers, this was just one of the worst. And that was a game changer. The Texas Rangers, the Chicago White Sox, all tied up 6-6, bottom of the 8th inning, and just one of the worst calls you've ever seen. There was 2 outs. Elvis Andrus is on second base. Zach Remillard is singled to left. Andrus rounds third to score. Ball beats him there by a country mile. Rangers catchers got it, and he's not blocking the plate at all. In fact, he was so far off that plate, he had to sweep down to tag him out. It wasn't just like, and so that was called out. Then the White Sox challenged the call, and the replay officials in New York said, yeah, he's blocking the plate. So, yeah.
I don't know. This is the second time this has happened because it happened against, first of all, Bruce Bochy, who's the manager of the Rangers, is an old catcher. That's what he played when he played Major League Baseball. Bob Melvin, the manager for the San Diego Padres, a former catcher in Major League Baseball. Both of these guys know how to play the position of catcher. Now, as a former catcher myself, let me tell you that both of those plays, that was the incorrect call. It was not blocking the plate in any way, shape, or form. And if these
every replay shows that to you.
And if these guys cannot get this right, we already know we have a serious umpiring problem in this country. And I don't know what drunk in Manhattan's going to do about it in the lavish palatial estate known as Major League Baseball downtown New York. But he better get off his drunk ass and get this figured out, or you're going to have some hot fans on you, all over in you, because they have had enough. First of all, you can't call the right ball and strike. Now you got guys that are calling a fictitious blocking the plate. Both instances, the ball carried the catcher down the line. Yep. He was inside the line. Yep. If you look at both times when he received the ball, and when he has full possession of the ball, can step to make a tag. He in no way, shape, or form tried to block the runner from the plate.
There was this much space off the front of the plate for him to go ahead and do what he needed to do. There was no blocking at all. You have to have your foot there. You have to be, touching it, and he was. This was just one of the worst things. Randy is the expert when it comes to baseball around here, not me. But I watched that thing over and over, and I could even tell you, by a mile.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. What I can say is this, the cooler heads need to prevail. We need to get together and we need to start striking out some of these. If it's the opinion in the judgment of the umpire, or it's
hold on, Randy.
The
umpire's
umpire's
judge
judgment.
got it right. The plate judge got it right. Rayburn called it out. He said, "You're out." And then the White Sox challenge. Somebody in New York decided, "Oh no, that was plate interference."
Well, then
this is the first where the guy on the field it was actually correct.
Well, then those guys in New York, they need to be taken out and hung up by their fingernails. That is just absolutely horrific. I agree 110% with both of these managers. I got to tell you, this is the worst I've ever seen. I have played ball since I was 5 years old, and I have never seen blocking calls like this ever.
What is even the point of having a replay center in New York who's supposed to be able to see the game from multiple different camera angles, to be able to see in slow motion what you can't see in real time? What is the actual point of those people if they're going to have all of that technology, 16 million screens to look at, and then get the exact wrong call? Like, I just don't get it.
I got to tell you, I mean, there's no holding these guys accountable. When you hear the explanation, it's just a one sentence explanation. The ruling on the field stands as called, or the ruling on the field is overturned. There's no explanation by what these morons in New York are calling. There is no explanation. There's no names attached to this. There is nobody being held accountable for these calls, and it's got to come to an end.
So listen, we talk about this more than I wish we had to. Baseball, the last couple of years, it feels like it's more and more and more. Is it my imagination? Or are more managers getting tossed recently than have in a long time? And every time these guys come out to argue, they're instantly tossed. There's not even a whole lot of time in the argument before they get tossed. Is this more than it has been in years past?
I think I can't speak to that directly. I say that there are relationships out there, just like in any major sports. There are relationships between managers, players, and officials. And I think it's no different in baseball. These guys know each other on a first name basis. And these managers know what buttons to push on these umpires, vice versa. And so if you get a manager like Bruce Bochy, who comes out there and he's losing his bleep, and he says just the one thing, that umpire is going to give him exactly one opportunity to turn around and go back to the dugout without arguing anymore. And Bruce Bochy is going to stand there and argue his point, and that's what's going to get him run. Now, after the game,
I think it's happening more and more often, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're in the heat of the season now. Yes, I would say it will happen much more easily.
More now than in previous years.
Yeah, well,
this is like I almost said every day we're talking about a couple of these.
I think there are some guys. There are more umpires and managers. I can't say that it happens more. I see it. It just seems like it's happening more, Jeffrey. I see this all the time. Every baseball season, I see a rash of these ejections. And it's a lot of times these umpires are, tiny little newbies that are wet behind the ears, and they'll run a guy just for sniffing the wrong way instead of standing there trying to listen to some old dog that's been in baseball 50 years. You know what I mean? They get out there and they get some authority, and they'll just run the guy right away, and nobody stops them. Nobody stops them.
Mr. Wilbur says Major League Baseball is treating the base runner running towards the catcher like the NFL treats quarterback. Don't touch him. Put a flag on him. If you touch him, then you're out of there. It is getting silly.
Which is silly because the whole blocking the plate rule was supposed to protect the catcher. So somehow treating the base runner that way is insane because it was it was Buster Posey getting crushed that inspired the rule in the first place.
It used to be. I mean, you used to see these epic collisions at home plate with, with some of these guys back in the 70s, and it was amazing, but it was very dangerous as well. But yeah, in both instances, Major League Baseball has got to do something about the officiating.
At least get it right.
It's
not even about the ruling. It's about getting
to do
it right.
something about the officiating. This is miserable.
It wasn't even about the rule today, Keon. It was about the fact that this guy comes running. There was about that much of the plate open to him. Nobody was blocking nothing. They just got it wrong.
I agree. I was just saying, don't protect the base runner if the catcher's doing his job.
Put me in New York. I'll be the replay guy, and I'll make my opinion known after I make my call.
Boogie says, what channel will the Diamondbacks be on in July? Well, I thought it was just going to be on Major League Baseball Network or something, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. Regular TV?
Maybe.
All right, guys, 1 hour down and 2 to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait. Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-216-9922. That's 1-800-216-9922. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-216-9922. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-8158 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-8158. That's 800-306-8158. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-8158. Again, 800-306-8158.
Will Shakespeare here. Back in my day, I invented over 1,700 slang words like swagger, bedazzled, and my personal favorite, besmirch. But even I have trouble understanding slang words like yeet or bougie or
this is fire.
Actually, it is extremely smooth Shakespeare vodka.
Okay, boomer.
See what I mean? But there is one word that describes the pure quadruple distilled spirit crafted from an 8th century Polish recipe the first time you try it.
So lit.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Shakespeare vodka. So lit.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line. 888-368-1580 as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And we got to clean up what's left sitting there on the text line. And, you brought up Rob Manfred earlier, Randy. Old drunky drunk.
Yeah.
I think he might have started to sober up. I know
Okay.
it's hard to believe.
All right.
But I guess he gave an interview with Time Magazine, and he started kind of talking about some regrets. Says, about the whole thing with the Astros. He says, I'm not sure I would have approached it with giving players immunity like that. He says, once we gave them immunity, put you in a box, and, as far as what you can do with punishment. He says, it might have gone about the investigative process without that grant of immunity and see where it took us. To start with, I'm not going to punish anybody. Well, maybe not my best decision ever.
You think?
Well, okay. Was that 4 years ago? 5?
2017.
Yeah, 5 years ago. And then he says, yeah, there's some decisions I'd like to have back. He says, if I could take back the rather flip comment I made that time about the World Series trophy. Remember that? Well, I did that one back.
Piece of 10.
This sounds like a guy who just sobered up, and then he's like turned around going, I said what? Oh, no, no.
It's like when
Did I say that?
You go out drinking with your friends, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh,
What did I do?
Only he has 5 years worth to look back at.
Yeah.
It's not
Rob,
one
we
night.
have video, everything. We've got it all right here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No. Oh, no. Oh my God, what I do?
Because is it a little bit rage inducing to hear him say that stuff now?
Yes.
Because we all said it at the time. It
Yeah.
wasn't one of those hindsight is 2020 things. If I ever cross Rob Manfred ever, flash anger is the least of his problems. Like, that is the most insane thing that he's ever said. Because at the time, people were like, the investigation's underway. Let's see if we can figure out stuff without giving these guys immunity so that you can punish them. Instead, he gave everyone immunity, and not one person was punished as far as the players go for what that organization did.
You don't express regret while you're still drunk. You express regret when you've sobered up. And I don't know if this means maybe some positive things ahead, but I believe Rob Manfred might have finally lowered his blood alcohol level. At least at that moment, he was getting interviewed by the time.
Maybe. We'll see if it's a permanent
Yeah.
thing, but I'm actually kind of mad hearing that. I thought I was going to be relieved to hear him finally say it, and actually the opposite emotion happened, because I was just like, yeah, no, the stuff he said about the World Series trophy, that was also terrible, and everybody told him it was a bad idea at the time, and then he doubled down on it. He was wrong.
I think we'd rather he just never brought it up again. But now he says this. Where do you go from there? What do you do? Is this like the next thing he's going to say? Well, it's time for a new commissioner. I mean, what else? Where do you go from there?
Well, I look. I mean, he's trying to go back on what he said. He has regrets. Everybody has regrets about things they've done. I've had regrets. I know Keon has had regrets. Jeffrey, I'm sure you've had regrets.
Zero.
Well, of course. But Rob Manfred is maybe the best thing that he could do is just not go public with his regrets. You know what I mean? It just shows how weak you are. It doesn't do anything for your character. And all it does is set everybody else to just criticize the hell out of you moving forward. They're going to criticize him on every decision he makes from this point forward. Is he going to be sorry about making that decision? You know what I mean? You have to make a decision and then stick to it. And if you have regrets, talk to your closest advisors. Don't go out in public and try to get the forgiveness of the public.
One punishment for this. He has to get a tattoo that says no regrets. I think that is
I'm okay with that, because I mean it's something. Because if he had one or two minor regrets, or if he made one really bad decision, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad to admit it, in my opinion. But he has multiple. He's done many stupid things as the commissioner of this league, and he honestly continues to do stupid things. Like, it's not done. So yeah, you admitting these regrets is just gives us more reason to doubt you.
So you think that was enough? Now, this next one I love. Hal Steinbrenner. He's gone out in front of a microphone too, and he's you remember that woman who's like, let them eat cake? I believe it was Marie Callender. And she says, let them eat cake. And I know it's Marie Antoinette. Anyway, so he was getting interviewed by someone, and he says, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why Yankees fans are upset. Well,
third place team plagued by injuries. They were 6-9 in June. They were 1-5 against the Red Sox. Yeah, Yankee fans are mad. I enjoy that. But he says, I'm a little confused. It's just the third week of June. Why are they so upset? They're upset. Everybody just needs to know we're working hard on all fronts to get back on the rails and stuff. But I don't get why people are mad.
Every so often in history comes great people for the game that they represent. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. In baseball, there have been great characters that have come through. One of the great characters of baseball was George Steinbrenner.
This dude's dad.
George Steinbrenner could run a baseball team. I mean, this guy, if this team would have been failing and flailing about like it is right now, would have already gone through at least one or two managers. He would have had Billy Martin on the phone and brought him in or fired him, one of the two. He would have already made a move. You see what I'm saying? George Steinbrenner was an SOB. He would sit up in his box and he had a line down to the dugout, and he would call the managers and threaten them and fire them over the phone from his box at the stadium. Now, enter weak knees pecan pie Steinbrenner here. I don't understand what's going on here. See, you were a product of George Steinbrenner, of his loins. The problem is you didn't get any of his baseball and or business sense. None of it. Because George Steinbrenner, if you cut him open, he bled pinstripes. You know what I mean? It was all about the Yankees. And it was live or die with him. And this guy, Hal Steinbrenner, I don't see the big deal. Why don't you go break open your Legos and let me be the owner of the Yankees, and then you'll see a difference there. How about that?
No. I like Hal Steinbrenner exactly where he is.
I just, if you want to know why Yankees fans are mad, I don't know. Maybe it's because they got the second highest payroll in baseball. And at that point, even if you've got some guys injured for $279 million, you mean we've got nobody else? Nobody. Like Yankee fans are in a lot of ways like Laker fans, in that every day that they wake up, they expect to win something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not happy that you spent $279 million in payroll, and 83 million of it is on injured reserve because you sign guys that get hurt. Stanton gets hurt. Rizzo gets hurt. Like these, it's insane for the owner of the team who spent all the money to not see the thing that every fan is going to that stadium and seeing. And it's New York. They eat, sleep, and breathe the Yankees. So you know that's all they're talking about.
I'm confused. I'm just confused.
Well, just listen to WFAN in New York and hear the fans tell you that they're not confused. They'll let you know.
That switch has been ripped off the radio knob in that office.
They know exactly what needs to happen. Nope. It does not include a fruitful life for Hal Steinbrenner.
No, I like things exactly the way they are. They're 16 games behind where they were last year. Fine by me. The Red Sox are their daddies. Fine by me. And if Hal Steinbrenner can't even catch a clue, fine by me, because I hate the Yankees and I'm enjoying every minute. Bruno Baller says, was 2009 the last time the Yankees won the World Series? I don't know. I don't keep track.
I think so. Yeah.
I just enjoy hating them.
I think it was 09.
And Blissful Hayes says, it's insane. Twitty says, George Steinbrenner couldn't have been all that smart. He did hire George Costanza after all. Yeah, I think that was more a matter of HR than George Steinbrenner. Big George says, is Rob Manfred going to come out like 5 years from now and say he regrets implementing the pitch clock and the catcher's interference and all that stuff? This guy is a joke. Get him out of there. Fire Rob Manfred. I don't think anybody can. I think only he can fire Rob Manfred, right?
Well, the owners could.
It's like he's the Pope or something.
Yeah, the owners could relieve him of his duties.
Duties. Mars Bars 805 says, happy Thursday. I'll take an 805, please. And he says, go A's. Well, guess what? Congratulations. You got your wish. The A's are going to Vegas. Here's the thing that's been popping up, and we've kind of talked about it a little bit. Should they change their name? Will they change their name? And if
No.
they do change their name, what should they change their name to?
I don't think they'll change their name. That would be a big deal for the Athletics to change their name.
To
They've
who?
been they were the Philadelphia Athletics originally, then they moved to, and they've retained the name the Athletics. They're not
They're Kansas City Athletics.
they're not
Oakland
going to
Athletics.
they're not going to change their name from Athletics.
It's a
going to
very
remain the
antiquated
A's.
name, though.
No, I understand that, but it's part of the tradition and history of baseball. There's got to be some tradition left. You just can't what are you going to name them now? The Knights?
Why not?
The UFO hunters. What are you going to name them? The zombies.
What are you talking about? There's no zombies in Vegas. Where are you getting that?
What are you going to name them? The full racked elk.
Is that a thing in Vegas?
No,
racked elk?
I don't know. And I'm just trying to make up stupid names here because it's stupid. Don't
I'm
rename
sure they
them.
could come up with a good name.
Oh, what are they going to call them? The Aces? The King of Hearts?
How about the Mormon Jazz? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really? You're going to start throwing out bad names. The Pelicans? Come on, man. I feel like Vegas could just rename this team. If somebody else wants to be Athletics, let them be the Athletics.
What are you going to name them?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really spent a lot of time thinking about what to name them. But
Las Vegas Bingos.
There's any reason to call them the Expos? I don't know. There's no reason to keep the name.
They swap one antiquated name with another one.
Sure. Why not? I mean, now we have some suggestions. Las Vegas All-Nighters, says Mars Bars 805. Blissful Hayes says the Las Vegas Athletic Supporters. Well, they're already the Athletics, so you just add the apporters, I guess. I know what you're saying, Randy. It's not easy, but we're not from Vegas. Maybe there's something there that they could say, ooh, let's make it that or this,
Yeah. I just think if they didn't change their name going from Philadelphia to Oakland, they're unlikely to change it going from Oakland to Vegas.
Yeah, but these guys don't give two damns at all.
I mean, they can if they want to.
Does it make sense? The Vegas Athletics? Kind of lukewarm on that.
I think if you're going to change your name, it's because you're an expansion franchise.
The Vegas A's?
Yeah, if you're an existing franchise, you keep your name. Unless it's somehow racially insensitive. I mean, other than that.
I'm thinking I mean, seriously, Vegas is nothing but a desert and a gambling joint. You know what I mean? Not a whole lot I can do there.
And I don't think you can go with the mobsters or something like that because, when you're
Vegas broken noses
sponsored by a betting company, maybe don't remind people that the mob used to be there.
The Las Vegas Luck
used to be there. Pinocchio says Las Vegas Regrets. Bruno Baller says Las Vegas Rolling Dice. Yeah, there's not very many good ideas.
The regrets one. Just make that regrets. And I think we got
Make it the regrets. Big George says, Jeffrey, you've been to Vegas? Most of the people walking the strips are living zombies. Of course I've been to Vegas. And no, they're not zombies. The Las Vegas Sinners. Las Vegas High Rollers. Las Vegas Snake Eyes. Yeah, these are pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing personal to you guys. You're like Beer Bob, Pinocchio, Bruno Baller, Mars Bars. I'm just saying.
I mean, good Triforce to mention, but
Yeah.
the Vegas A's. It's going to be the Vegas A's.
That sounds wrong too. You have the Las Vegas Golden Knights. You have the Las Vegas Raiders.
But you see, the Raiders didn't change their name. Can you imagine the kind
Raiders
of
just sound fine to
civil
wear.
war that would happen if the Raiders changed their name from Raiders?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's different. The Las Vegas Raiders don't sound bad. Las Vegas A's. It's not really feeling that, man. Not really feel that. Boogie's got it. Las Vegas STDs. If we're going with letters, throw those three together. Las Vegas Crabs. Thank you, Boogie. That's probably enough. Last Optimist says, have the Oilers change their name to the Titans. Not really an improvement. Well, there's Tennessee Titans. So
I mean, it's not an improvement, but they were the Oilers because they were in Texas, oil, and then they went to Tennessee where there isn't oil.
Yeah, they were in Houston, a big oil town.
Yeah, so just kind of doesn't make any sense. The Titans may not be that much of an upgrade, but it makes sense.
I don't see the the guy that owns them owns Old Navy, right? I mean, what's he going to change it to? I mean, this guy can't even figure out how to get a deal done in Oakland, California.
Oh, he didn't try. He didn't want to. He wanted to move on. He felt there was going to be greener pastures in Las Vegas, and he's right. He's absolutely 100% right. The Jet says Las Vegas jackpots. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I changed my mind. Oh, he says Las Vegas red lights. That just, I know you're trying to do, you're thinking Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Red light district.
There's not a red light district, I think. I don't believe yet.
Flappy Max says Las Vegas, the house. Well, that's horrible. That's not good. No.
The Las
I know you're
Vegas,
thinking the house always wins.
Las Vegas gamblers.
Can you do that? I mean, I knew there used to be wasn't there like an indoor football league team called the Las Vegas Gamblers?
I don't know if it was Vegas, but yeah, it was the Gamblers.
The Gamblers.
Boogie says Las Vegas strippers. Don't think that's going to be a thing. Las Vegas pimps, says Hamilton Porter.
Also probably not a thing.
Yeah.
Not going to work.
Beer Bob says, so the owner of the Oakland Athletics is the founder of Old Navy?
I don't know that he's the founder.
Okay, here's a new name. He says the Las Vegas Rompers. I don't think anybody in America calls anything a romper.
The Hangovers. Because every time they play, they look like they have a hangover.
Yeah, I don't know. Hefty Lefty says Las Vegas Card Flickers has a fun ring to it.
The
Never
dealers.
do that.
The dealers.
Hustlers, says Last Optimist. Ramblers, says Boogie. Swave Dave says Las Vegas A's polls. I don't get that.
A's polls.
A's polls. You mean like stripper poles? Is that what that is? Oh, he says holes. Damn it, Siri. Also, the Las Vegas A holes. Oh, I get it. Bruno Baller. He's got. I think there was a Houston Gamblers in the USFL. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Houston. Yeah,
that's it. Las Vegas White Rails. Come on, CK. Next thing you know, will be Wrestling Sharks. Las Vegas Spades from Boogie.
Nah.
Oh, that's Booger Wolf, not Boogie. Swave Dave says, I already read that. Las Vegas Scorpions. Blissful Hayes. Are there a lot of scorpions in Vegas?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of rattlesnakes too.
That's a good one. That's my favorite one right there. I'd say Las Vegas Scorpions. The
They're
Scorpions.
They're not going to change their name.
Here I am. Rock you like it. And all the Scorpions music would be played all the time.
Those guys are like 60 now. They're my age.
I didn't say you had to bring them out and have them do it. I mean, they have something called recordings. Just play the music. You know? Twidiot says Las Vegas Deckheads. Deckheads. You're a Twidiot. Quiet Cannon says, I agree with Randy about Major League Baseball umpires. What gives them the right to move the strike zone around? That's like in the NBA, making the basket bigger or smaller, depending on what the officials want. I know it's a bad example. No, it's actually a pretty good example. He says, but there's a big problem with the Major League Baseball umpires. Yeah, the strike zone is, it's crazy.
It can be slightly different from umpire to umpire, but when you get to the point where pitch is basically in the dirt and he goes, that's a strike. Are you sure? Did we watch the same pitch?
I wish I could find the website, but it tracks umpires. It tracks all the umpires that are calling games, and I can't remember the name of the website. I saw it, and I can't. But most umpires are like 98% correct, 99% correct. I mean, you talk about how many games are played on a regular basis, and you hear a few of these jackpots that they get back there, and they can't figure out the strike zone. They miss it. But these guys, they have all these analytics on these umpires, and most of them are like 98, 99% accurate. I mean, how many of us are 98, 99% accurate in our jobs?
Me.
Well, beside you.
I'm very accurate at my job.
You always are.
I have a high success rate.
We can't live up to your standards.
Few can.
Your lofty heights.
We have a lot of text here on the text line, but we do need to take this break. We'll come back and we'll let you guys tire yourselves out trying to rename the Oakland A's when they get to Vegas.
Is it dizzying up there, those heights for you? Are
I'm
you
serious.
dizzy
Well,
up there?
You know, I was born in Colorado. I'm used to the thinner air up here. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
If you have an IRA or 401k, please listen closely. My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. Throughout my career, let's just say I've been in some hairy situations. And I believe right now, the biggest threat facing Americans is they need to protect their wealth, which is exactly what I'm doing for my wife and 6 kids. And I believe the ultimate safe haven is physical gold and silver. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. The folks I use are Advantage Gold, and believe me, I've investigated the heck out of all types of people. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now, and you'll see how easy it is to protect yourself with precious metals. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Welcome back to Total Wine. What brings you in today?
Hey, Ruthie, I need help filling the ultimate beach cooler.
Well, we have the most hard seltzers and amazing canned cocktails anywhere, like High Noon, Cutwater, White Claw, Truly, Topo Chico, Jack Daniels and Coke, Neutral Vodka Seltzer, and Cayman Jack Zero Sugar Margarita in cans.
Wow, I'm going to be the king of the cooler.
And we have them at the lowest prices in town. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
Shop the best deals of the summer now at Lowe's. Save up to an additional $1,000 on select major kitchen appliances. And for a limited time, save up to $3,165 on select 4-piece LG kitchen suites. Plus, save on hanging baskets of annuals. Right now, get 2 for just $15. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 6/28. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Hanging basket offer in-store only and excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
This isn't a game of touch in the backyard.
I tore his ass up.
This isn't tossing around the ball with your friends. And it sure as hell isn't flag football.
This is the NFL. Hard-hitting, pad-smacking, body-busting football.
We've got all the primetime games in one place.
On your home for the NFL, 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. We got the College World Series Championship games on Saturday, Sunday, and possibly on Monday. Our luck, this thing's going to get wrapped up on Sunday, but one way or the other, we'll have the entirety of this contest for you here on 1580 The Fanatic. Saturday, the action starts at 3:45. Sunday, it starts at 11:45. And if a third game is necessary, it will be on at 3:45 p.m. on Monday. 888-368-1580. I don't know, maybe that was a mistake. I said I was going to let them tire themselves out trying to rename the Oakland A's when they moved to Vegas. Here we go. NFL Blitzer says Las Vegas blinding lights. Why blinding? You know, I just Las Vegas lights. I don't know. I can't call the team lights. That's not going to work. Hefty Lefty says Las Vegas diamonds. Relates to baseball, card suits, and wealth. Hefty Lefty. That's not bad. What do you guys think of that one? Las Vegas diamonds.
Las Vegas A's.
Of course, there's already the Diamondbacks. So
yeah, that's kind of close. But I mean, the diamonds does work just in a Vegas and then of course in a baseball way. It's kind of clever.
How about the Hearts? Oh, no. Okay, fine. Boogie, the Las Vegas over-unders. Sounds. I always think underwear when they say the unders. Boomer Sooner's got a list. Las Vegas dice. No. Las Vegas aces. I like it because it's already being used. Las Vegas chips. This thing of potato
Gambling.
chips or Ponch and John. I don't know. Las Vegas Roadrunners. Are there Roadrunners in Vegas?
Yes.
Are there? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Seems a bit cute, doesn't it? Las Vegas Losers. No, that's everybody who flies home.
They're going to lose a lot, yeah.
Heavy Metal Maniac says Las Vegas Ramblers because it rhymes with gamblers and it's a cool name of a car. Is it though? Is it really? Is it? The Rambler, would you
The
call a Rambler
AMC
cool?
Rambler, a cool car?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything AMC made that was cool.
I mean, it's a classic, but cool.
Baker's cocky hen says, "Sorry, I'm late, everybody. I got stuck in a homemade tube and I barely got out."
It's about time.
He says, "At least it sounded like it was over as fast as the A's 2023 season." I don't know what he's talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he's talking about the implosion. Oh.
Vegas Vipers. Parlay J, you win. I like that one. Vegas Vipers.
Why would they do that? This team is not
Why
going to be.
not?
They're not going to win anything.
So what? I like
and
Vegas
plus,
Vipers.
by the way, the Diamondbacks are a viper. They're a pit viper. You can't.
They're
You can't. Sorry, you can't
Diamondback
have
rattlesnakes.
It's a viper. If
They're
you
just
look up
rattlesnakes.
the rattlesnake is a viper.
But we're the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't mind them calling themselves the Vegas Vipers. They're like our brothers. They're just
No.
right there.
No, they're not our brothers. They're in the AL and they're losers.
You know what? You don't like it. That's fine, but I do. Keon gets the deciding vote. Do you like or not like?
I do like. I'll be honest.
Shut up, Keon.
I know, but I do like it. It's cool. Plus, multiple snake-based team names.
That's
Major League
it.
Baseball.
That's it. I'm going to blind both of you. Extremely bright light.
That's really not working on me. I already have a bright light in my face.
That's good. You're well practiced.
Vegas Voltage. No, Parlay J. You were good with Vipers. Booger Wolf says Las Vegas bum ass busters.
Yeah, there you go. I like
Las Vegas Spades. Las Vegas Blackjack, says Quiet Cannon. Vegas Prophylactics, says Erectinator.
it. That's more like it.
of the Mountain says Vegas High Rollers. Here's one. This is, I don't know who this is because 7176 is a unnamed texter, says Las Vegas Outlaws. The Outlaws is kind of indoor football sounding too, isn't it?
When you think of Las Vegas, you think of Outlaws, though.
No, not real. No, really, no. Spare Square says the Vegas Vomit.
There's a lot of that there.
I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, that is the streets right there, Spare Square. Fish Tank, Vegas Vultures. That sounds right. There are vultures, but Elzar, Vegas Sharks. It's landlocked. You can't be sharks if you're landlocked.
Card sharks.
Oh, still. Vegas brothels. No, Baker's Cocky Hens. I don't think they're going to want that out there. Beer Nut says Las Vegas Escorts. It was a bad car, and it's also just,
not a job that you're going to name a baseball team after.
Vegas VDs. No, Erectinator. Hamilton Porter says Vegas Streetwalkers. No, we've already said no to that. Vegas Smokers Cough, says Hefty Lefty. It's getting worse.
What are you doing at my machine?
Swave Dave says Las Vegas Buffets. And that's accurate. That is an accurate representation. Bruno Baller says, all right, well, how about something like Vegas Lights? Somebody said that earlier. It didn't go over well. Nondescript says Las Vegas Loser Transplants. That's very specific.
Loser transplants?
I don't know. Heavy Metal Maniac says Vegas Hangovers. No, I'm sorry. That was Baker's Cocky.
See, I like Vipers. I'll be
Vipers is
honest. Vipers is probably the best out of the whole bunch here.
Heavy Metal Maniac says Vegas Lights. Yeah, that one didn't go over well.
Well, I think everybody's playing on all the, the sparkly lights of Las Vegas, of the strip,
Mm-hmm. Horn Ninja says, how about the Afterburners? Ooh.
Well, the airbase is right there.
Sonic Boomers, he says. I think Afterburners is pretty good there for Area 51, like you said. Not bad. He says, how about whoever creates the best new texter nickname there? I don't know what.
Well, besides the Area 51, they've not Laughlin, but they've got the other big airbase right there.
Henderson?
No, not Henderson.
Where is it?
Why can't I think of it right now?
No, that's yours.
Davis Monthan is Tucson.
Yeah, that's Tucson. The Tom says Vegas Blackjacks. Boomer Sooner says Vegas Vigilantes. There's a lot of vigilantes in Vegas. I just really haven't heard about that.
A lot of mafioso, but
yeah. Big George says keep them the Las Vegas A's, right? But adapt the minor league team's full name
The Aviators, the Las Vegas Aviators. That way, you can still call them the Las Vegas A's.
See, the Air Force is not aviators; they're pilots. They're fighter pilots when you're in the Air Force. Now, when you're in the Navy, they're aviators.
How about the Shark Aviators? No, that's
no.
Fighting Wampa says you're going about this all wrong. Vegas needs to change its name to Oakland. Now you have the Oakland A's.
There it is.
That is brilliant. Fighting Wampa.
Excellent thinking.
That's
excellent.
Way better.
That's why we pay you the big money.
What happens in Oakland stays in Oakland.
Absolutely, it does.
Beer Bob says the Las Vegas 21s. Heavy Metal Maniac, I'm going to probably give you a 2-minute warning on this one, just for me privately. It's a private 2-minute warning. He says the Las Vegas Pickleballers.
Okay.
It's a 2-minute warning from me privately. Bruno Baller says Randy's thinking of Nellis Air Force Base.
Nellis. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I have these senior moments on occasion. I look to you, Fourth Dimension, to bail me out.
Spare Square says the Vegas Drag Queens.
No.
Rectinator, Vegas Acetoners. Okay, I'm just going to stop.
Vegas is not known for drag queens. What's going on here? That wouldn't be a Vegas thing.
Baker's Cocky Hen says Las Vegas Isotopes. Plays off the Simpsons Isotopes.
Well, Albuquerque's minor league baseball team is the Isotopes.
Slave Dave says, have them duke it out for Las Vegas Knights. Well, the hockey players would win.
Point. I mean, hands down. They'd beat their ass and then they'd hit them with the Stanley Cup.
Fish Tank says Vegas tourists, because that's who's going to be there. Las Vegas Scorpions, you already said that, Melissa Hayes. Las Vegas one hitters. Okay, now this is just getting worse and worse. Hefty Lefty thinks it was the most brilliant text in the history of the text line, saying change the name of the city to Oakland.
Well, I mean, I think we could probably give it text of the day.
Is that Big George with that?
Text of the day. We're going about this the wrong way. I love it. Text of the day right there.
Get outside of the box. I don't think it was Big
George.
No,
it was not Big George. It was, what can I think of it?
I'm scrolling. I've lost it. Somebody's got to take responsibility. Mr. Pink Eye says, what does Keon think about Qatar company buying stakes in the Wizards? Will you be a Suns fan now?
I mean, I don't know. I have to look into that. I don't know anything about Qatar except that they had the World Cup there, and it's
a bad place.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't great, but it's not. I mean, we're not exactly talking Saudi Arabia here. I mean, it's also not great, but yeah,
do your research. Let us know. I was Fighting Wampa, by the way, who said they should change the name of Vegas to Oakland. So there it is.
Fighting Wampa. There you go. Text of the day.
He's like, don't steal my text of the day. I earned it. Okay, easy does it.
Wow.
Take it easy. It's yours. It's all yours. Beer Bob says Vegas pit bosses, Vegas leg breakers. We're going to have to put an end to this. And he says, by the way, King Kittens,
bosses.
What happens to the Las Vegas AAA team? Minor league ballpark is going to be excellent for spring training. The A's will move their spring training to Vegas. It's going to happen. We've had this conversation. I've already said they're not moving out of Arizona.
I think that the Las Vegas AAA team will probably have to relocate. It's like the Diamondbacks AAA team. They can have a training facility, but they can't have a AAA team within a certain circumference of the Major League Ball Club, but they can be close by. I would imagine they'll move to Central California or something.
A new texter on the text lines, 5853 says, since they'll play on the strip, they should be called the strippers or the slots. 5853, this is your chance we've got some really nice texter nicknames available, or you can just give yourself a nickname, but thank you so much for tuning in and texting in. Tiger Paws says Las Vegas Craps. I don't think anybody wants to be called the Craps. Go Hawks says Las Vegas Bandits. Yeah, that one's not too bad.
Bandits isn't bad. It's
not too bad. I don't mind the Bandits. They have the one-arm Bandits, because then what you do is you get a guy who has one arm to throw out the first pitch. One-arm Bandit. Erectinator, I'm going to stop reading yours. He says Vegas Paycheckless. Vegas Golden Chips. Yeah.
Quiet Cannon says Vegas Desert Storm.
No.
That's here. That doesn't have. That's yeah. Baker Scott says call them the Las Vegas baseball team. Keon, I think Keon loves that one.
If you want to, I don't mind.
Las Vegas baseball team. Wow.
The Washington football team does sound good though.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it better than the Commandos.
Same. I agree. I almost wish they would have just kept that name. But here we are.
I'm going to tell you why we're not going to read these anymore because they're coming in here just really bad.
Coming in hot.
Coming in wrong.
Coming in snot.
Oh boy.
Blissful Haze, the Vegas Golden Showers, Booker Wolf, the Desert Ticks.
No.
Fish Tank, Vegas Tourists,
Sand Gnats.
So speaking of minor league baseball, do the Firebirds still exist somewhere?
The Phoenix Firebirds? No.
Remember they used to play in what was that, Mesa or Scottsdale?
Phoenix
Scottsdale.
Firebirds were in Scottsdale. Yeah. But they moved to Northern California, I think, back in the day. Or they moved to Central California. Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah, I think we're done with this. No more. Don't send any. I'm not reading any more. Vegas.
No more Vegas baseball names.
Hefty Lefty says, Keon, did the Commanders wish their best cornerback in history a happy birthday today, or what?
Darryl Green? Is it his birthday? I don't know.
What are you getting at, Hefty Lefty?
Why are you asking it like that? I don't know off the top of my head whose birthday anything is.
So, hold on here. 5853 says, aren't the Oakland A's already a AAA team?
Wow.
New guy got jokes. We don't know who you are yet. Who are you?
We need your texter name.
Lost Toby says, I hate the CP3 trade. Why? Why do you hate that?
Did you just like CP3 a lot, or?
No, Lost Toby's a Lakers fan, so maybe he just doesn't like him going to the Warriors. I don't know. Hefty Lefty says, no, I'm talking about Champ Bailey.
Darryl Green is the greatest corner in the history of that franchise. Darryl Green. I like Champ Bailey a lot. I think that dude's awesome. It's Darryl Green.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, so are old washed up players like Mike Trout in a few years going to move to Vegas for permanent residency like, all the music artists do? I don't think it's going to be the same thing with the athletes. I don't think it works that way, man. Jagdog, stop. We're not doing it anymore. I don't want to hear the Las Vegas herpes either. Junk Food Jake says Las Vegas lost wages. Again, we're just not doing this anymore. Lost Toby says, I'm a Warriors fan. I'm offended. And I hate CP3.
Oh.
That makes sense being a Warriors fan.
Okay, yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, that's fair. I forgot about Darryl.
Yeah.
How can you forget about Darryl Green?
The fastest guy to ever play the position.
And solid secondary history for Washington. All right, so we have to take a break. Now, in my hand, I have this much other sports stuff we got to talk about, college sports stuff, just some random stuff, golf and this and that, and bad broadcasting type stuff. So once we get through this, we get to talk about some NFL. And I want to try to get to it sooner today than we did yesterday. So don't be trying to distract me. No more Vegas team names. We're just going to do this so we can talk football. Why you guys give me that look like you're never going to get that? You don't even want to give me any encouragement.
I just don't want to jinx it.
You can do it. You can do it.
Do I sound like that that alcoholic who's like, I'm going to start drinking. Today's my day. And you're like,
we believe you.
I really don't feel like you guys have my best interest at heart here.
We've got your 6.
Okay. Well, we're going to do our best to talk NFL.
Yay!
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Go, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
Next up, straight talk from Doug. Ever notice that saying no offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless. See? Offensive.
That's the Straight Talk Talkin'. Get unlimited plans as low as $35 a month from Straight Talk on America's most reliable 5G network. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com. On the $35 plan, first 10 gigabytes data at high speed, then 2G speeds. Refer to the latest terms at straighttalk.com. Based on most first place rankings, Root Metrics, second half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Red, white, and dew savings are heating up at the Home Depot. Get great savings that are worth celebrating. And by celebrating, we mean grilling. Get a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill now on special buy for $199 at the Home Depot. It's versatile, easy to use, and includes Digital Pro Controller technology for precise temperature control, making it your go-to grill for all those summer celebrations. Get more done during Red, White, and Dew savings with a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill for just $199 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, over-designed, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code TRUST at checkout. That's harrys.com, code TRUST. Enjoy.
Download the Fanatic app. News, scores, social media updates, and more on your smartphone, on your tablet. The free Fanatic app, available at the Google Play Store or the App Store, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right. We get through this, we get to talk NFL. So let's get going here.
Nice.
So Will Wade got a 10-game suspension, Keon, McNeese State coach. By the way, I'm not sure which state is McNeese.
Is it McNeese or McNee?
Yeah, I don't know. There's an S, so I just call it McNeese. I don't know. He used to be with LSU, but he works for McNeese State, and he got a 2-year show cause order and a 10-game suspension for 3 level 1 violations. And I guess here's what he did. He made some payments to a former fiance of a player, and he also failed to cooperate in an investigation and failing to promote an atmosphere of compliance. So dirt bagging out over there when he was at LSU, right? Or has this happened at McNeese?
No, that's an LSU thing that's followed him over to McNeese. He's coaching at McNeese because of all of this. He's unhireable by any conference right now, just because of the way that he handled those investigations and the fact that even while he was being investigated, he continued cheating. So like that stuff, they're just not going to forgive it. I don't know what the hell took him so long. Cause I mean, some of that stuff is like, he's recorded in phone calls, saying I made that kid an offer. I don't know why this took so long for them to finally come down with the punishment, but they did.
Where's McNeese?
It's in Louisiana. He hasn't left Louisiana.
Oh, so it's like a community college or something?
I mean, not a community college, but like whatever's a
small
half step above that.
Yeah, small.
Yeah, so that's where that is.
Will
Wade's a real slimy dude. I don't like him.
I was asking about Herm Edwards. They made decisions or rule on anything. Of course, he's out of the game. He's no longer coaching, but ASU could still suffer some issues. I mean, LSU got hit with, like I said, the level 1 violation and all that. And, so they're going to still suffer some consequences, whether the coach is there or not.
I mean, some, but like as you can see, he went to a different school and they found him. Like the brunt of it is going to go to the coach because he's the guy in charge. When they cite lack of institutional control on these things, it's the coach's control. The coach is the one that sets up what the program is going to look like when he shows up. He's got a lot of power. So like no one believes the coach when they say, oh, it was just my assistant. I had no idea. No one buys that. Like that's your job, is to make sure that if there are payments being made and all that stuff, you find out about it and you report that as soon as humanly possible. If they find out, that's going to be a problem.
You know, I'm the boss around the radio station, and I make it a personal point of pride to have no idea what's going on anywhere with anybody. It's called deniable, something.
Plausibility.
Plausible
Sure.
deniability.
Yeah, whatever. But so I make sure that I'm as ignorant as possible.
Deniable plausibility.
NCAA don't care. If you're the head man, guess what? You're going down with everybody if your staff is out of control.
Sorry, Jeff.
So
I have no idea what Keon does. I have no idea what he does. I don't know how he does it. I don't know when he does it.
Uh-huh.
I don't even pay attention. Randy may or may not work. I have no idea. Zero idea what's going on right now.
Uh-huh.
So Deion Sanders, turns out it's not just they're trying to not cut off his foot. You know what I'm saying? Which, it's not as much fun for the rest of us. But okay, if they can save his foot, they'll save his foot. So he's got some surgeries coming here on Friday. Actually, bright and early in the morning, they are going to, they found blood clots. So they got to go in there and get those. He had a blood clot in his groin. Hello.
Oh.
And another one, I think, in his leg or something. So, yeah, I think that they're thinking is they go in there and get these blood clots and they can take care of some of the other stuff and maybe you can keep the foot. They're going to try to do that procedure to get the blood flow back to his foot. So then the doctors can fix the foot.
Seems like an awful place to have a blood clot and therefore need surgery for having a blood clot. But I wish Deion the best of luck, man. Listen, having all the experience here on the show I should be the medical reporter for this program. Having all the experience here, I don't think this procedure to remove the blood clots is very invasive.
It's in his groin.
Well, I know that, but I think what they do is I don't think they actually go in the groin.
Do you know where the groin is?
Yes, I know where the groin is. Yes, I'm
Just
aware of
saying.
that. I don't think it's. I think it's a. It's like a line they put up through an artery. It might be
artery. I thought you were going to say
artery.
Okay.
No,
Okay. I'm
not-
okay. Now. I'm okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
not
I think
that artery.
Jeffrey and I both imagine the worst.
Not a vein.
You say
Artery.
upper. I don't want nothing upper.
No.
It does not sound good.
I have a feel. I mean, our medical audience out there could speak to this better than I can, but I don't think it's going to be as intrusive or invasive as a standard surgery as you guys might be thinking.
Remember back when they interviewed him about all this stuff? This is a while back. He's like, he says, you know what? I've faced some medical challenges with my foot, but I've never said, why me? After revealing that he was going to have lines and stuff and blood clots removed from his groin, he said, why me?
Yeah, I could see why.
I mean,
Bliss
that sudden
Hayes-
change of heart is very rational in that situation.
Oh, absolutely. Blissful Hayes says Deion can keep the foot whether it gets amputated or not. You think?
Well,
they'll
he'll
let me-
probably have it dipped in gold and enshrined with diamonds and then put on the mantle. I mean, he's done that with everything else.
Will they let you keep a foot?
Probably not.
See, if you ask real nicely.
See, when they took my liver, I asked if I could keep it. They said no.
Well, they had to do the little dissection thing. There's the whole thing. Because when I had my appendix out when I was 15, I said, can I see it? They're like, no, it went for testing. It got chopped up and sliced up and thrown away. I was very disappointed in that. I just wanted to see the thing. So, I think there should be a rule. If they're going to take something off you or something out of you, before that thing goes to the lab, snap a picture of it. There's pictures everywhere. There's cameras everywhere, phones, and just in the operating room, there's cameras. I want to, if you can't give it to me, at least let me see what that thing looked like. Because my appendix, it's swollen up so much. The doctor said, now I was in the top physical shape of my life. I was getting ready to play football that year. I was 15, and they said it was hard to cut through the muscle in my stomach back in the day where there was muscle. And he said that as soon as they cut, kind of cut the line, and they pulled the appendix popped right up, scared the crap out of them.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, they came in and told me this. They were very amazed, and they're like, "Yeah, you're lucky to be alive." And I was like, "Okay." So I'd like to have seen what that looked like. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like to see what your liver looked like?
No.
Have you ever had any surgeries or anything, Keon?
No.
Get anything removed?
Just
you had your tonsils out?
No.
That's a surgery.
No, I have not. I've had, I guess, a compacted wisdom tooth. That's about as.
Oh, you got to see that. They'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be in pieces though.
That was horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was awake when this guy was sitting there breaking one and pulling it out, like putting his foot on my chest. It's to pull the thing out, that kind of thing.
Not me, man. I don't like the dentist chair.
I never went back there. There's supposed to be a chair.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I'm not going back there.
They put you on the 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says my wife had her gallbladder removed. Okay.
See, that's not a big deal anymore.
No. Doc sent her a video of it after he cut it open so she could see all the stones inside.
Oh.
That's
cool.
They do that because they go in with an apparatus now. It's like a multi-fingered thing. They make like 4 little incisions in your abdomen, and they go in and do it all remotely.
Oh. My mom actually, when she had her gallstone out, she walked around like with a little plastic tube that you could see it in there.
Yeah, my mom did the same thing.
Swedish meatball looking thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, you ever get the microwavable Swedish meatballs? That's what that looked like.
Oh yeah.
And she kept that for a while. I asked her I've actually recently, I said, "Hey, you still have that?" She's like, "No, that was disgusting. I had to get rid of it."
Yeah. When my mom passed, she's dead. I got rid of that as well from her belongings.
The gallstone, or
yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know where you're going with
that. And the golden tooth she had removed.
Golden tooth.
Yeah, she had it. The dentist back in the day used to, the fillings. They put the gold in there.
Mm-hmm.
When she had the fillings redone, they didn't put the gold back in there, but she wanted the gold. So in her jewelry box,
there's a tooth.
Much to my daughter's dismay and horror, were grandma's golden teeth.
It's grandma's grill. Come on. You see the video of LeBron James? He went to this Paris fashion show and he had a whole grill. He's like a whole grill of cheese. Like, I think those come out.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Like his hair. 888-368-1580.
He just takes it off and puts it on the nightstand over there.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, so you're saying there was multiple fingers in my wife? Yeah, that's pretty much what we're saying, Baker's Cocky Hens. Hefty Lefty says, my wife had her fetus removed. We got to keep it, though. It's called a baby.
Wow.
Swave Dave says, I had my prostate removed. I did not want to keep it. I'm kind of curious what it looks like.
Goodbye, old friend.
Yeah.
That's how I would go down.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take your prostate, Mr. White. Goodbye, old friend.
Just take a Polaroid of it at least.
Right, if you get work.
So long. King of Kitten says the Phoenix Firebirds moved to Tucson. They still exist. And Randy, give me a beer. By the way, did you sell Grandma's gold teeth or what? What'd you do with those?
I don't remember now. To be honest with you.
Somebody's gonna open a box one of these days.
Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, it scared Hattie to death. I didn't know she was going to make it after that.
So, did anybody see video of Rory McIlroy's first hole-in-one of his entire career?
No.
Okay. I just thought you would have seen it.
No, I didn't. Tell me about it. When did it happen? What was going on?
Swang.
Yeah.
His club.
Yeah.
Made solid contact with the ball.
Here we go.
It flew through the air,
mm-hmm.
and when it came down, it went right in the hole.
Okay.
214 yards later.
He hit a 214-yard hole-in-one.
Yeah. It's a Travelers at the TPC River Highlands right there with a 5-iron, by the way, in case you want to try that.
With a 5-iron?
Yeah.
Dude's a monster.
I got to bring this up. I'm sorry. I have to see this.
See?
I mean,
I have to see this.
I figured you'd have seen it being a big-time golf guy.
No, I didn't see it. I'll turn it down. Just go ahead. I want to see this though. They're in a commercial now. But I have to see this happen. A 5-iron. Oh my God, he's on the tee box.
Yep.
Is a 5. Oh, look how far. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. That's my man. That's my guy.
214, 2 drops and a roll and bang right in the hole. Oh my God.
Hefty Lefty says, if something moves to Tucson, does it really still exist? But they call it the underground.
See that? I don't think they moved to Tucson.
Upside down.
They moved to Sacramento, I think. The Firebirds, original Firebirds, moved to Sacramento, I think.
Firebird is a cool name.
Yeah. We have all the cool names here in Phoenix.
Well, not anymore. We'll let somebody take that one. I'm all bummed out about that. They replaced it with the
Now
Diamondbacks.
Coachella Valley.
Firebirds is cooler than Diamondbacks. That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious. If we should take a poll on that. What was cooler name for our baseball team? The Firebirds or the Diamondbacks?
See, I like
Start
the
it now.
Firebirds. Yeah, Firebirds.
Start it right now. Text in. Tell me which one's better, Firebirds or Diamondbacks. I vote Firebirds. Randy votes Firebirds. Keon, what do you vote?
Diamondbacks.
It's Daily Blender here on 1580. The Fanatic. One got to be though.
Red, white, and dew savings are heating up at the Home Depot. Get great savings that are worth celebrating. And by celebrating, we mean grilling. Get a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill now on special buy for $199 at the Home Depot. It's versatile, easy to use, and includes Digital Pro Controller technology for precise temperature control, making it your go-to grill for all those summer celebrations. Get more done during Red, White, and Dew savings with a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill for just $199 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Introducing My Plan from Verizon. With My Plan, you pick only the perks you want and save on every one. So you get exactly what you want and only pay for what you need. And for a limited time only, get the amazing iPhone 14 Pro Max on us when you switch with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Plus. Act now and get iPhone 14 Pro Max with My Plan at your Verizon store today. Up to $1,599.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line postpaid unlimited plus plan required. $200 Verizon e-gift card sent within 8 weeks with Portal. Plus up to $1,000 trade-in promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. You know, the Lund Mortgage Team has been doing their thing for over 2 decades in the Valley, helping thousands of people in Arizona save money on their loans, get the best rate. They're mortgage brokers. They can shop it around for you. And now more than ever, it is so important to have a mortgage professional that's been around, that's seen the high rates, low rates, everything in between, because look, there's no sugarcoating what's going on right now. The rates are higher. However, the supply and demand, the whole how many houses are for sale in Arizona and what's going on, it's gone in favor of the buyer now. So if you're going to buy a new home, it is important to go and get that rate. Whatever that rate is, it's not going to be your forever rate. That's important to think about. So lock it in, get the house of your dreams, and move on. But let the people at the Lund Mortgage Team do their job. All the heavy lifting from start to finish. They'll find you the best rate out there. Call 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or online, lundmortgage.com.
When you run a business, you need to be in control. And while you can't control everything that happens in the world of business, you can definitely take control of your utility expenses with the help of Harmon Solar. Give them a call and see how your company can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Next up, straight talk from Doug. Ever notice that saying no offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless. See? Offensive.
That's the Straight Talk Talk. Get unlimited plans as low as $35 a month from Straight Talk on America's most reliable 5G network. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com. On the $35 plan, first 10 gigabytes data at high speed, then 2G speeds. Refer to the latest terms at StraightTalk.com. Based on most first place rankings, Root Metrics, second half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix
at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third
hour. All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Carbon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And, yeah, got some good news for well, at least all the single dudes out there. You know, Randy's not single. I'm not single.
No.
Last we checked, Keon is not single. So this does not apply to any of us. Or is there something you want to tell us, Keon?
No, I'm still not single.
Okay. Anyway, so they're saying that this is a special time. And I'll tell you what, this is good news. They're calling it Hot Dad Summer, you know, and they're saying that a new survey from dating.com shows that 60% of single women are open to dating single dads. Yeah. So if you're a single dad, they're happy. The women are less willing to put up with indecisiveness, uncertainty, immaturity. A single dad might be more likely to be stable, responsible, mature, less likely to play games. I mean, they play games with the kids, but you know, games. And so they said 75% of single people say that a match having a kid would have little or no impact on their interest in dating them. So good news if you're a single dad. You know, 95% said the match should be upfront about having a kid, you know, on the first date. Yeah, you don't wait. Yeah, that's true. It should be in your profile, I think. But they wouldn't need to meet the kid right away. 60% said it should happen for the first time like 6 months later. You know, make sure you know somebody before you thrust that person upon your kids, which is always a good idea.
Did you say about thrusting? Excuse me, I'm sorry, what?
I didn't say anything about, okay. Don't thrust in front of the kids, Randy. That's all I'm asking. Just don't thrust. So Hefty Lefty says it's a DILF summer. Okay, well, I guess that's a
DILF?
Yeah, no. 888-368-1580. I thought that was pretty good news for all the single dads out there who, you know, are thinking, oh, well, who's going to want to date me now? You know?
Cheer up, dads. There's a lady for you.
I don't know if this is good news or bad news. First, I think it's bad news. Then I thought, ooh, maybe it's good news. Listen to this. Do you like Miller Lite? Do you like Miller Lite?
Sometimes, if it's free.
Well, Miller Lite wants you to make sure your beer stays cold this summer. So they're encouraging everybody to put ice in their beer. And I'm like, no. Hell no. They said, no. Wait, hear us out. Not water ice, beer ice. They say they're going to sell some beer cube trays online for $8. You pour beer into the silicone tray. You put that in the freezer. You'll end it with 24 mini beer cubes, actually shaped like little mini cans of Miller Lite. And the cubes are small enough to fit inside a bottle if you just want to plop one in there, or the can, if you want to get through the hole of the can there. You know, if you use a standard ice tray, you'd have to bash these ice to get it in there.
How long does it take you to drink a beer, Jeffrey, generally?
About 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Keon, how long does it take you to drink a beer?
I don't know.
I've seen him work one for an hour and a half once.
Then he's going to need the ice cubes.
An hour and a half. I had many beers.
That wasn't the same one every time I looked over? Oh.
No.
Well, then here's the thing. This is not about, letting the beer sit around. It's about if somebody gives you a beer and it's not cooled off yet, you just put some of them beer cubes in there and it helps lower the temperature, baby.
I mean, this is a stunning revelation in the world of beer drinking. But Jeffrey, you and I mean, we're veterans. We don't need this.
I drink a lot of Guinness, so
I mean, when you knock down a beer, anyway, it's just bang, down it goes. And you know, we've lived here in the great desert Southwest for long enough to understand you need to have cooling accessories around for your libations. You just don't leave beer.
Koozie.
Guys, pull up to the radio for a second here. You don't leave beer out in your garage here in the great desert Southwest.
You don't leave your kids in the garage?
No, you don't leave your spirits and look. If it's those what do you call those bubbly wine chiller, whatever the hell those can sit in the damn garage, okay? But with beer, okay, there needs to be a special place in your home, in the air conditioning, well taken care of. And then when you have the space
when you've run out of some beer and you need to replace it. See, it's already cooled. And now it's going into the chilled environment. That's the way you drink the beer here in the great desert Southwest.
I have a refrigerator in the kitchen. I'm not kidding you. This is actually serious. There's a refrigerator in the kitchen. And then back by another room, you walk by it going to the guest bathroom. There is a refrigerator there that has nothing in it but beer. Beer and bottled water.
That's beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
See, that's the way it should be.
Nearly brought a tear to my eye right there.
It's the beer-orator.
One of the first things I did here at Miss Kim's compound when I moved in was procure another refrigerator just for beverages.
Yeah, because what happens is if you only use the one fridge, you maybe got 2 or 3 beers in there. And if you try to put all your beers in there, if she's looking at it going, well, the food or the beer loses when a woman is moving stuff around in the fridge. You know, they don't have the same priorities we do.
Yeah.
You can get a little mini fridge for like $50. This isn't even about, being highfalutin. You can get a tall kind of small fridge from the Home Depot for like 150 or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, treat your beer right and your beer will treat you right.
Absolutely. This PSA, this public service announcement brought to you by the Daily Blender.
The other public service was from my wife. She's like, honey, I don't think you're supposed to be able to drink a beer in 3 sips. I don't think that's how this is supposed to work.
How do you launch those epic burps if you don't knock down the carbonation quick?
Man, I don't burp in front of my wife. And
well, I don't.
She hears like seismic activity coming from
just wasted burps right there.
Oh, the beauty of them.
See, when you reach my age, there are things you have to apologize for. You have no control. Yeah, no,
she never told me I couldn't do it. I've just decided not to.
Out of respect, I understand that, and I do the same with Miss Kim. But the bottom line, the other night I've been on a medication that is just absolutely torn my insides to ribbons. I walk around, I'm just one giant gas bubble. And the other night something happened, and we were in the kitchen, and I told Kim, run away. I'm sorry. Just run.
It's like a guy in a monster movie turning into a werewolf. It's just like get away.
Yeah.
Before I lose control of what's about to happen.
I wouldn't stand within a 10-foot radius of her when that was going on.
Randy White is a beer wolf. He's a beer wolf. He's not a werewolf.
And this had nothing to do with beer. This was just medication induced.
Oh, geez.
Just tore me to ribbons inside.
Ooh.
So you gave great advice when it comes to beer and how things should be. Now I'm going to give you great advice when it comes to the following. Here's the headline. Lab-grown meat is cleared for sale in the United States.
Oh, no.
My advice, let someone else go first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying lab-grown meat is not something I'll ever eat. I mean, they take the cells and they grow it, and it's just meat, just like here. It's like just like any other chicken, and flaky and chicken-like and whatever, they can grow all sorts of things. So, if this becomes safe and tasty and it's still meat, and then I'm going to wait a couple of years, see how many people die of it and get cancer. And if everybody doesn't, then okay. I'm all for it.
Man, no. Yeah, back to the refrigerator. Guys, get yourself a meat fridge and or a meat freezer and go to
do with what I'm saying.
Go to Costco and stock up on the real McCoy. Just stock up on the real McCoy. Don't let the robots take your soul.
My soul is just lab-grown meat. I don't know what the problem is.
Who's growing that lab-grown meat, Jeffco?
Somebody called Upside Foods and Good Meat, 2 companies, and they've learned how to cultivate chicken, and they've gotten approval from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to start producing their cell-based proteins.
Robots. It's AI,
I don't
man.
think there's robots.
I'm telling you right now, it's AI. This AI thing is taking over. Now all of a sudden we're seeing about lab-grown meats. What's next?
No AI or
What's
robots
next?
involved here.
AI cows are gonna, supply milk for our kids. Is that the way it's gonna go down? I see it. I see what's happening. Guys, go get a freezer, and you just go buy Costco.
Run out eventually.
Just buy Costco out, and every time you get a chance, you go by there. drop another $4 on meat at Costco. Just
Or-
keep that thing
I don't think-
loaded.
Randy, they're not immediately replacing real meat. This is not going to happen like immediately.
Thank
I'm
God.
just saying. My advice is let other people eat that thing for a couple of years before you try it. To
Yeah.
Make sure you're not doing something silly.
Yeah, no kidding.
But afterwards, as long as you have a choice, make your choice.
I think the Department of Agriculture, whoever those lackeys are that are saying it's healthy, maybe they should eat on that for a while, and let's see how if they start dropping like flies, then we'll know for sure.
Blissful Hayes says, I prefer lab-grown meth. I bet you do. Anyways, that was it. That was my advice. Keon, do you have any advice? Randy had advice about keeping beer cold. I had advice about letting somebody else try the lab-grown chicken first. What's your advice?
What's my advice? I don't think I have any wise words of wisdom, to be honest. But I do agree with you about the meats. You can't be the first person or the first 1,000 people or 100,000. Just let a bunch of people try that first. Wait 5-6 years, see if there are any class action lawsuits popping up about the meats, and then if it's not happening, then maybe you're clear.
Oh my God,
maybe you're clear.
Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, after my divorce, I think I might try a lab-grown woman. Well, Boomer Sooner, let me tell you, Japan, their first thought with robots isn't helping the elderly or doing useful things. Theirs is making sex bots. So you might get a robot woman. I don't know if you're going to get a lab-grown woman, though. Kiss the Cook says, Soylent Green. Welcome to Soylent Green.
See what I mean? This is not the first time people of my age has heard about this.
Yeah. And official, by the way, Victor Wembanyama officially drafted by the San Antonio Spurs.
The draft is
Oh, nobody saw that coming.
This is how much nobody cares. I'm looking at our stats right now for our streaming. Our streaming numbers are just through the roof. That's how much nobody cares. Which is about the NBA draft.
I
right
love
now.
the NBA draft, but
We
I
got
like
no
basketball.
picks. The Suns have no picks. Who cares? Who you guys?
I just like to watch it.
Who are you going to get with your picks? You think?
Well, I know that the Wizards have the 8th pick, and I hope they take Anthony Black, the quarterback, the point guard out of Arkansas. I just like the way that the guy plays, and what is he, 6'6", 6'7"? I like tall point guards.
Quiet Cannon says, supposedly a bar in Phoenix that has beer at 29 degrees. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Nice cold beer.
Ooh.
Baker's Cocky Hens is saying Kyler Murray is not 6 foot tall. That's his breaking news. He figures if you're going to break news about Wembanyama going number 1, he wanted to break something.
No, that's fair.
It's really
He's
not.
not
news.
6 foot tall.
I'm just saying it's official.
He's
The
been here
obviousness,
3
I
years,
guess.
man. Can we move on to something else? Okay, we know he's short.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sun Devil Raul says, hi, guys. No AI meat. Okay, it's not AI meat.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forget it. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm not going to
Thank
try. Boomer Sooner says 29-degree beers at Twin Peaks restaurants everywhere in the valley, by the way, so you know. Junk Food Jack says there's no way Texas is ready to give up real meat. Yes, but the rest of the United States is ready to give up Texas. So, I mean, make of that what you will. Kiss the Cook says synthetic meat. I can't read that, but that is funny. I'll tell you guys off air. Boogie says, I'm a single dad. My kids go on dates with me. If they don't scare her away, then I know there's a chance. You've been a single dad for a while, Boogie, so maybe don't bring your kids on the first date. I don't know. Jagdog says, Firebirds. Okay, we're done giving names now. Hefty Lefty says, can I just say at least one member of the SF Austin bowling team is up for Hot Dad Summer right now? The San Francisco Austin. I don't even know what he's talking about. Oh, wow. Boy, that's a deep dive. That's a story I sort of was almost going to use, and I rejected. There was a love triangle. And so the coach is a woman of the bowling team, and her husband was assistant coach. And then I guess her husband got freaky with one of the female bowlers. And now it's not against the law, and it wasn't against rules. It's just frowned upon. And so now that guy had to quit. But he was just complaining. He didn't hold back. He got in front of a microphone. He's like,
she left me home all the time. I had to watch the kids. So she'd go off on the road. But then when she'd come back, she made me do all the practice and teach everybody how to bowl. And then she'd leave and I'd be stuck with the kids again. He was just like going off. And he was just like, there's some bull crap, And then, for the longest time, I was a volunteer assistant. I didn't get paid for nothing. And so now I'm an assistant. And just because she's mad, I got to lose my job over this. I mean, I didn't break any rules or anything. Just sure, it's not a good look. But hey, you never know when he's like trying to make it like he's the victim. It's like, dude, you cheated on your wife, man.
Just acknowledge that and move
with
on.
With a student.
Yeah.
So that what you're talking about, Hefty Lefty? Thank you. Big George says, speaking of the Coachella Valley, nobody was speaking of the Coachella Valley. I'm not even going to read the rest of that. Nobody was talking about. George, you can't just create a segue to something you want to talk about by saying, speaking of. Did anybody mention the Coachella Valley?
No.
I want a 2-minute penalty on George for that one. I need to hear that whistle. Thank you. Slave Dave says, maybe we need to change our Cardinals names to the Firebirds.
Maybe we should have got an expansion franchise rather than a franchise that came from St. Louis. It was horrible.
Yeah, in hindsight, right? Pinocchio, thank you. Heavy Metal Maniac says he likes the Diamondbacks better because they're full of venom. King Kittens I just no idea if he says Fresno. Why is he saying Fresno?
That's where the Firebirds left Phoenix. They moved to Fresno.
Oh, okay. That's better.
I knew it wasn't straight down to Tucson. I knew it wasn't. I knew they went to Northern California somewhere. It was a Fresno, Central California.
That's better than Tucson. All right. So now before we go to break, this should be the end of it. I want to talk about fighting. There is a fight that needs to be made. And I think I would actually pay the pay-per-view for this. I have not paid for pay-per-view fights since McGregor and the guy who runs around a lot and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, well, this is bullcrap. I thought it was going to be a real fight. It was a fixed fight. And I was just like, I'm done. No more. Well, Elon Musk was talking. And I don't know why. He was talking about something to do with Meta, his competitor. And he goes, you know what? I wouldn't mind being in a cage match with Zuckerberg. He's like, I'll fight Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg got in on the chat and he put, send me location.
Nice.
Zuckerberg versus Musk cage match. But here's the thing. Have you seen those little clips? They're not make believe. Zuckerberg has been learning Brazilian jiu-jitsu and he's all into fighting. He's all into, working on himself, right? He's ready to fight. And
got nothing better to do. So
Elon Musk says Vegas Octagon. There's going to be a fight. I would pay for the fight. I think Zuckerberg would jump on him like a spider monkey. I think Elon Musk might be bigger, but Zuckerberg is trained. And don't even wait. Do it now. I don't want for what he's ruined Twitter. I don't want him to win this. I mean, Facebook is an abomination. Twitter is a mess. I don't even care about either of these aliens, but I want to see a fight.
Dana White's trying to make it happen, despite the fact that Dana White has said he hates gimmicky fights. He talked to both of them on the phone, and he says they're both very serious. So make of that what you will.
Yeah. And then what you do as you're in the picture, you're supposed to be like this in the picture. You say, hey, let's make this interesting. You win, I get Twitter. I win, I get Facebook. Pink slips.
I would watch that if that was on the line. Without that, do I want to see these two guys fight, these two bizarre looking human beings?
Because you don't care who gets hurt. You don't care who wins or loses. You just want to see a fight. It's either going to be the most pathetic thing you've ever seen, like people who think they know Taekwondo and they get into a real fight and they get flattened by some drunk guy, or they do know what they're doing. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, look at this fight. This is like a real fight. Oh, Dana White, you got to make this fight happen. And you got to make it happen like yesterday. I'll pay $100 to watch it. I'm not kidding. I'll pay $100 to watch that fight.
I wouldn't, but
I'll invite you over. I'll pay the $100. Randy, Keon, you're coming over to my place. We're watching the fight.
Hell yes. I haven't been this excited about a fight in a long time.
Not the likely two people that I would think would make you excited about a fight, but all right, yeah.
Well, I'd like to see them both hurt. I win either way. I'm not even going to be mad at the end.
I did see the video of Zuckerberg training, though. I think Elon's in trouble if he thinks he's just going to walk in there and win that fight. I do.
See, him training on his own, oh, that's impressive looking. You put a real guy in there to actually fight Zuckerberg, you're going to be like, oh, don't hurt him. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was sparring with the guy.
Yeah, he was. The guy was, come on.
You know, I'm
got
not saying
billionaire Zuckerberg, who if you accidentally hurt, you'll be fired. You're going to make him look good. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just
saying.
You
don't roll video on him cowering in the corner.
I'm just saying Mark Zuckerberg was surprisingly coordinated, is all I'm saying. I didn't expect him to have any coordination, to be honest with you. And he had a little.
Any word on how fast
he had a little.
No, Dana White is looking at dollar signs right now. He's working
how fast
on this.
Can they do this?
I don't know how fast they could do it, but he's
before
working
one of them chickens out
as he can. I don't know exactly what the timeline would be, but Dana White sees dollar signs. There's no way he's letting this thing get out of his,
my money.
Eyesight. Yeah,
I'll whatever it takes. I can't wait. Quiet Cannon says there'll be some wagering on that Zuckerberg fight right there. You're damn right there will be. Blissel Hayes says
that at all.
I wouldn't watch Musk fight Zuckerberg if they paid me $1,000. Fine, I'll watch it. I can't wait. Boogie says I'd totally watch that fight. Zuckerberg would win. Junk Food Jake says, wouldn't it be great to live stream Zuck and Musk in a cage fight in a submarine on its way down to the Titanic?
Wow.
Too far, Jake.
Wow.
Too far.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, Jake.
Ooh.
Wow, that went dark really fast.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Let's just take a break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Juice Reel, the betting intelligence tool that's making better bettors. Open the App Store and get your hands on Juice Reel. Start betting smarter. Juice, R-E-E-L. Juice Reel. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Atlanta Falcons running back Bijan Robinson is the favorite to win the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. He is plus 300 to claim the award, while Charlotte quarterback Bryce Young is at plus 450. Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud and Indianapolis quarterback Anthony Richardson are both at plus 900. On the defensive side of the ball, Will Anderson of the Houston Texans is plus 400 to win the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jalen Carter of the Philadelphia Eagles is at plus 750. Tyree Wilson of the Las Vegas Raiders is at plus 900. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Introducing My Plan from Verizon. With My Plan, you pick only the perks you want and save on every one. So you get exactly what you want and only pay for what you need. And for a limited time only, get the amazing iPhone 14 Pro Max on us when you switch with Select Trade-in and Unlimited Plus. Act now and get iPhone 14 Pro Max with My Plan at your Verizon store today. Up to $1,599.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line postpaid Unlimited Plus plan required. $200 Verizon e-gift card sent within 8 weeks with Portal. Plus up to $1,000 trade-in promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
Red, white, and dew savings are heating up at the Home Depot. Get great savings that are worth celebrating. And by celebrating, we mean grilling. Get a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill now on special buy for $199 at the Home Depot. It's versatile, easy to use, and includes Digital Pro Controller technology for precise temperature control, making it your go-to grill for all those summer celebrations. Get more done during Red, White, and Dew savings with a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill for just $199 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Summertime, and the Diamondbacks are heating up, competing for the top spot in the NL West. What moves are the Snakes going to make by the trade deadline? Can this team continue to battle as we head for the All-Star break? Can Corbin Carroll continue his torrid pace to be the Rookie of the Year? Stay up with all the Diamondbacks news, info, updates, and rumors. If it's local, we talk about it. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Big Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Quiet Cannon, who the hell is Jeremy?
Jeremy Renner?
He says, Jeremy, regarding your new quarterback.
I think he meant to type Jeffrey.
Was Jeremy Renner on our show today?
I don't think I'd have him on the show. You know why? I'd be afraid he'd start singing or something. You know, he's got like a band. Jeremy Renner, yeah, he does.
I didn't know that.
Well, but isn't he also Hawkeye or something?
Oh yeah,
one of those
He is.
Marvel guys.
He is, yeah.
I'd be afraid he would snipe you with one of those arrows.
Well, that's another good point, but I'm pretty sure he's not really that good at
You know,
shooting arrows.
hey, you come into the studio. Hey, where's Jeremy at? And then he's up in the corner somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, that's all CGI. So I don't think
CGI.
Yeah, computer generated eye.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what the eye is in CGI.
Come on.
What is the eye?
Huh, I don't know.
Computer generated
The eye
images.
The eye is where he's going to hit you with that arrow. Just take your eye right out.
Well, that starts with an E, so that doesn't fit CGI.
You potato.
Well, Quiet Cannon is saying that I guess Anthony Richardson and Bryce Young have the same odds to win Rookie of the Year. That means your quarterback, Anthony, what's his name, is ready to go. They already expecting great things out of him. But who is saying this?
That was the Vizin update there.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
That doesn't mean that he's ready to go, but it does mean that they believe that his head coach is going to put him in an offense where it's going to be more run based than throwing the ball early. And if that happens, I mean, Anthony Richardson's a hell of an athlete. I think the dude, if he played, would put up video game numbers. Might not win all the games, but he's going to put up numbers if he plays.
Be interesting to see if he's a fantasy football option or not. Big George says breaking news to nobody's surprise. The San Antonio Spurs. We really, I mean, I know you had a 2-minute penalty, but that was like half hour ago.
You're behind today, Big George. What's going on?
Started at 5.
Are you okay? You're right, Big George.
He took 2-minute penalty to mean half-hour penalty, I guess.
Yeah.
Taco Kenny says, I'm Team Zuck. Yeah, if Zuckerberg and Elon Musk fight each other. Baker's Cocky Hen says, Elon, great up learning martial arts. This may be a decent fight. Huh? You trying to say that there's a word he's been learning, or you think he just is good at learning? Don't know what you're saying. Bruno Baller says, would that mean it's Musk CTV? 2-minute penalty. Bruno Baller.
Ooh.
Kiss the Cook says, I have no idea what you're saying now. Sorry. 888-368-1580. So the time has come to finally, let's talk some football. Gee.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to go get it.
Well, he's not even, we haven't done it so much. He had to go get it. Anyway, I was going to play some football music. Okay. All right.
I got it. So, do you think that Travis Kelce is kind of a smiley guy? He seems like a fun guy. Him and his brother. I feel like guys you're fun loving. Guys you could hang out with, have a beer,
Enjoy
talk
life.
a little crap with, and there'd be a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
Just nothing but fun times with Travis Kelce and his brother Ned.
Vic.
Yeah, from the Eagles. Jason.
Vic.
Jason. Yeah.
Anyway,
Jason Kelce.
Terry.
But does he seem like the kind of guy you'd be like intimidated by if he was going to try to fight you?
Ooh.
Like if he got mad enough to step up to you? Do you think? I mean, how tall is he?
He's a big dude.
He's a tight end, so he's big.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", isn't he?
He's always smiling, even on the field, even when somebody hits him hard. Maybe that should be your first clue.
But
he's
6'5".
6'5". There you go.
250.
How tall is Jamar Chase? Let's get the tail of the tape here because Travis Kelce is unhappy with Jamar Chase. Here's why. So I guess when Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, he was interviewed and they said, who do you think the best quarterback is in the league? He says, oh, absolutely. There's no argument. It's Patrick Mahomes. And then his receiver, Jamar Chase, he went online and he typed, Pat who? All right, that's innocent enough. He's just kind of like, he's got his quarterback's back. He says, Pat who? But evidently, Patrick Mahomes did not like that. And neither did Travis Kelce. I guess that irked him a little bit. Travis Kelce says, yeah, I thought it was a little bold right there. Patrick Mahomes, 2-time league MVP, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. And then you say, Pat who? Is disrespectful. And Pat didn't like it. Well, so now what you've done there is Travis Kelce has Patrick Mahomes back upstairs and downstairs, forward and backwards, and always like a good teammate should. And he says, shout out to Jamar Chase, though, holding it down for his quarterback. But don't you ever disrespect Patrick Mahomes now. If you want to talk your bleep, you talk your bleep, pimp. Just better back it up. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
That escalated very quickly. Also, Jamar Chase, 6 feet.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah, Jamar Chase probably just thought he was saying something nice. And now all of a sudden he's like, oh, what have I done? Bulletin board material. December 31st is the next time Kansas City Chiefs are going to play the Cincinnati Bengals. But now you got that coming for you.
Don't give the Chiefs bulletin board material. Okay. You remember what happened when the mayor of Cincinnati said the Arrowhead was their home because they just how often they win there.
I kind of like it. I kind of like the back and forth. I like it.
I do. I'm just saying.
No, we love it, but Jamar Chase is going to be like, can I give Jamar Chase some advice? We've given a lot of advice today. I'll just give this advice. Hey, Jamar, no matter where you are on the field, in the warm-ups before, the handshakes after, leave your mouthpiece in. Just leave it in.
I mean, Jamar Chase has got
helmet on.
He's got every opportunity to back up his quarterback. And by the way, the Bengals have put the hurt on the Chiefs, a couple times.
Yeah,
when do the Chiefs get so sensitive?
But then you go to Arrowhead in the playoffs, you don't beat them in there. And also Patrick Mahomes, it just strikes me as this particular kind of guy that he needs to make up reasons to be motivated. Like Jordan was
Travis
this way.
Kelce does?
Kobe was Mahomes. And that's why he didn't like it. He's just making up a reason to be mad. And so now he's got a new reason to come into the season ready to just wreck somebody because I can't believe I've done all of this in the league and they're still disrespecting me.
There's always going to be disrespect. It's called competition. Get over it. Are you so light in the loafers that you're going to let this, get your panties in a wad?
No, I think he's using it to get fired up. Like I remember one time watching athletes are different people, man. Shaq made up a story about how David Robinson didn't give him an autograph when he was a kid.
I remember that.
And poor David Robinson is trying to rack his brain and remember when the hell it was he met Shaq and denied him an autograph. And then Shaq said later, yeah, I made it up so I could be mad. Like that. Patrick Mahomes is not crying about
this.
That's
a very Shaq thing
He
to do.
cannot wait to face the Bengals again. So that then when they beat the Bengals, I know he's going to have stuff to say after that game. He can't wait. That's circled on a calendar.
Okay. I can see that. I'll go along with you there. All right.
That just sounds like the guy that I've been watching. I don't know.
I'll go along with you there.
Hey, Randy, remember we had a 6'5" fellow with a giant head running the board for this show?
Yeah, I remember Quitter Kaler.
Yeah, do you remember me getting too aggressive with anything I had to say to him?
No,
we were very nice to him.
All I have to say,
here's afraid he was going to beat up the studio.
Here's my life advice right here. Weight classes were invented for a reason. Just if you're talking to somebody,
oh really?
Just watch.
Tell any high school football coach that's got one out for one of the guys on the team. Oh, come here, Shorty, who's like 6'5", 320.
Tiny. Let's go.
Hey, you come over here, a running back that's been running your mouth all practice.
Oh yeah, you end up on the wrong end of an Oklahoma drill.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, in your real life, before you talk to somebody in a certain tone of voice or in a certain kind of way, weight classes were invented for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like that Mahomes and Kelsey probably a little sensitive. I'm on Jamar Chase's side on this. I have no problem with what he said. No problem at all. It's just hey, maybe you're right. Maybe Keon's right. They're just trying to find reasons to get goofy. I don't know that Travis Kelsey is all that bright. So Patrick Mahomes might have said that. He might have seen it and been like, jerks. And that's all he said. He walks off, and Travis Kelsey's like, I must kill them all.
I mean,
my quarterback is unhappy.
We've already seen the version of Travis Kelsey before Travis Kelsey. His name was Rob Gronkowski. And whatever Tom told Gronk was reality is what reality was. That's all I'm saying.
Where the bread is buttered, man. It's where the bread is buttered.
Yep.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, well, maybe you send a bottle of ketchup over to Patty and his little bro there, and as a olive branch. Send over a nice bottle of
you
ketchup.
take that the wrong way too.
He says Chase has got to get 200 yards and 3 touchdowns during his next game against them.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing he can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So another bit of bulletin board material, maybe from the Chiefs this time. Kadarius Toney. He was asking him some stuff, all right, and before he got his ring, they said, hey, we're going to put which finger are you going to put the ring on? And he goes, this one right here. He goes, that's for everyone in New York, right there. Flips off the camera.
Oh, I love it.
Now, he was laughing when he did that, and he said, yeah, I like trolling. But why would he be upset with the Giants? Or is it just New York haters or something?
I mean, it was a lot of stuff. They drafted him. He wasn't a great fit for what they wanted to do system-wise. He's a young player. They gave up on him, I thought, way too fast. They ship him off to Kansas City, and he's immediately a better football player just being in that system, being with Mahomes. And it was just like, oh, you know what? Maybe Kadarius Toney wasn't a bust. Maybe the Giants just sucked, and they gave up on him. And so, yeah, he's got a little hard feelings there because, of course, you get drafted by a team, and, the guys that get drafted and really care want to win with the team that drafted him. But the Giants shipped him out of town, and he took it personally.
People take too many things too personally, don't they?
Football players in particular take things very personally.
Well, now New York's got a target on him. Hey, can you remember Nathaniel Hackett, Randy? You remember him? Nathaniel Hackett, the worst coach we'd seen in a while for the Broncos.
Because his last name was Hackett.
Oh, my God, he was bad as a coach. Well, guess what? Someone actually hired him. The New York Jets as their offensive coordinator.
Oh, boy.
Well, here's why, because he had spent a season or two with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And when he was there, Rodgers won 2 MVP awards, made the Pro Bowl and all that stuff like 3 times. So I guess that's why they hired him, because here comes Aaron Rodgers. And so Hackett's saying that he's like, yeah, I'm just going to let him run the offense. Just going to give him a lot of freedom to run the offense.
So what is Nathaniel Hackett doing there then?
Exactly. What the hell?
Well, that Nathaniel Hackett, whatever it is that he's figured out to do to just not do anything with Aaron Rodgers, he's managed to do it very well. Because when Aaron Rodgers, when he was removed from the situation, that was like the worst season we've seen Aaron Rodgers have in a very long time. But he knows how to coach football. I mean, he was with the Ryan Fitzpatrick Buffalo Bills that actually were not bad. Beat the Patriots, I think, a couple of times in that run. When the Patriots were the Patriots. So I don't know. I think that he's fine as an offensive coordinator. He should just never be a head coach ever again.
Yeah, but whether you're good or bad at your job is irrelevant. You're going to be like, hey, so what are you going to do as offensive coordinator?
oh, I just want to see Aaron Rodgers play some of the best football he's ever played. So I'm just going to give him the freedom to run the offense.
I think you should maybe make it sound like you're doing something.
Yeah, doesn't sound like he's doing nothing.
I mean, I don't think he is doing anything, but you don't have to make it sound like you're doing nothing.
Don't admit to it.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
By the way, somebody needs to sit Dak Prescott down and have a conversation with him, because he's like, oh, yeah, me and Ezekiel Elliott, we're working out. He looks great. I think he's going to play great. He's continuing to work. We're pushing each other. Hey, Dak. Hey, buddy. Hey, Zeke's not on the team. Not on the team anymore. He's been released. You know that, right, buddy?
It's
He's my best friend. Yeah, I know.
It's got to be that sleep number bet has given him a concussion or something.
So I'm always his biggest fan. I'm excited. And that's all right, buddy. That's okay.
Yeah. Zeke's not on the team this year.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's great.
He looks great, though.
Maybe you guys should bring him back.
No.
He's going to play great this year.
No. Dak, you're gonna have to let go. Okay.
Yeah. Can't wait
Daily
for
Blender.
training camp to open.
Yeah. Hey, he won't be there, Dak. Zeke's not. He's gone. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait. Unlimited first year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Of course, I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Red, white, and dew savings are heating up at the Home Depot. Get great savings that are worth celebrating. And by celebrating, we mean grilling. Get a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill now on special buy for $199 at the Home Depot. It's versatile, easy to use, and includes Digital Pro Controller technology for precise temperature control, making it your go-to grill for all those summer celebrations. Get more done during red, white, and dew savings with a Dynaglow 4-burner gas grill for just $199 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
So, what's your favorite thing about sports? The excitement, the action, or the 5-meat pizza and the 6-pack? Bingo. That's what we thought. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily
here on 1580 The Fanatic, and I guess the what are you making that face there, Keon? What's with the face?
The Orlando Magic drafted the guy I wanted the Wizards to get.
Oh man, I'm sorry. What are we up to here at the draft?
It's rigged.
It's pick number 6. Well, the draft itself isn't great.
Anything interesting happen? I know that Wembanyama went first to the Spurs, then Brandon Miller went to the Hornets there, right? Is that the Hornets?
Yeah, the Hornets.
Scoot Henderson went to the Trailblazers. Amen Thompson went to the Rockets. Asar Thompson goes to the Pistons,
which was a little high for him, actually. A lot of people thought that he was going to probably fall, but nope. He's a top 5 pick.
Well, I can't see the logo for who Anthony Black went to in number 6.
He went to Orlando.
Is that?
That's the Magic.
Oh, I can't even see their logo. It just looks like an eyebrow.
It's supposed to be magic.
It's like the basketball, and then it's got some like a trail of like magic.
Oh God, that's dumb.
Behind it. Oh, it's very stupid.
It's very, very dumb.
It's very stupid, but they got a very good player. And
so the Pacers are up right now at number 7. Is there any news of a trade with anybody? Maybe the Phoenix Suns, for DeAndre Ayton, some picks or something?
I haven't heard that. And boy, I think that the ship has sailed for trading DeAndre Ayton to the Pacers, at least for now. Like maybe they might be reinterested if he looks pretty good during the season. But right now, I don't think you give up a 7 in this draft, which is a particularly deep draft. I don't think you give up a 7 in this draft for Ayton. I think that'd be crazy.
All right, fine. That's fine. 888-368-1580. Mars Bar is 805. He wants a weather report. And I'm not saying go Lakers. You want to hit him with another.
Well, I mean, from the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White, the weather Hefe coming at you live. Currently under pretty skies, 101 degrees. Beautiful out there right now. Some light breezes. Relative humidity is pretty low. It's only 9%. Visibility, you can see for 33 miles, by the way, if you were way up in the sky, you can see way out there. The barometric pressure currently at 29.65 and falling. And no real imminent storms, nothing to really be worried about. 110 by Monday. From the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, this is the Weather Hefe. Back to you, Jeff Combs.
Thank you, Randy White. Hey, so where are the Wizards on this list here?
They're right after the Pacers. They're at 8.
That's your logo? Yeah, I figured it would be like a Wizards hat.
No, when they rebranded, they made all the logos all more DC related. It's kind of boring. So it's like a basketball with the
swooshy stars.
The Lincoln
that town
Monument
can't do anything right.
No, I mean I don't know. It's an okay logo. It's just
your town is dumb.
It was cooler before when they had the teal and there was an actual wizard in the W of the logo, but they changed it. So that's what it is.
I mean, who was it you wanted that you're upset you didn't get? Anthony Black.
Anthony Black. Yeah. I think that dude's awesome, and it sucks. The Magic got him. They don't deserve him.
Oh, it's Anthony Black. I thought for a moment there, I heard you say Aloe Black, the singer. And I was wondering why the hell do you want an Aloe Black?
I mean, he's a very good singer, but no, he's not a basketball player.
You know what you need, Keon? You need some dick.
Grady Dick. Yeah, out of Kansas. Yeah. I see what you did there. And I see what you did there.
He's got a lot of energy. You need that big dick energy right there.
Wow. Yeah. Look, first off, for just the jokes alone, I would like to avoid the Wizards doing that.
Oh God, I hope you get dick.
Never hear the end of it. But also no, because I don't think he's the best player available.
Right now, I thought you wanted a shooting guard.
Wow, that's a reach what the Pacers just did. But okay.
What did the Pacers just do?
They just took
Dick?
No, they took Victor Wembanyama's teammate. Bilal Koulibaly out of France. Yeah.
A
couple
French
of French
are trying
guys
to take over the United
10.
States by infiltrating the NBA. I have a feeling ever since Tony Parker was here, I felt that.
If they can do that by doing that, they deserve that.
Well, I mean, they're
let them have it.
Taking it very slow. The French are very slow people.
So, Keon, who do you want here? Best of what's left. Who do you think?
I hope they go Cam Whitmore from Villanova. Just like the way the guy plays offense. He's really smart. And honestly, I thought he'd be gone by now. So I wanted Anthony Black in large part because I thought, Jurassic Walker, I thought he'd be gone from Houston. I thought Cam Whitmore would be gone, but they're both on the board. So, I mean, actually might work out.
Are they going to use all of the clock to figure out?
I sure hope not. I sure hope not. I mean, we'll see, because that seems to be the trend. I mean, when we did the NFL draft, I mean, all of these teams, just the entire clock.
I hope you get a 6'7" Dick. That's what I hope you
that
get.
That is wow.
Ooh.
But I don't think you will. I don't think Grady Dick is going to go to the Washington Wizards. Don't think it's going to happen.
No, no. And again, for just avoiding the jokes alone, I sure hope not. Because I'm going to have a double meltdown.
He picks Grady Dick to the Wiz, and Mars Bars 805 says, "Gracias, jefe. Salud."
Back to you.
Muy bien, Mars Bars 805. All right, well, let us know who your who your team picks with the eighth, whatever. Just let us know. It's time now, ladies and gentlemen, for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1936 at Brooklyn's Ebbets Field, Ival Goodman hit an unusual home run when his fifth inning fly ball landed and stayed on top of the scoreboard in right field. Then, with the perched ball considered in play, three Brooklyn Dodger outfielders watched the Cincinnati Reds right fielder round the bases for an easy inside the park round tripper in their 7-2 loss to Cincinnati. Back to me, Jeffrey. So if it hangs there on the board, it's just like, it's just like if they're running around trying to grab the ball, or if it hit the ground, right? So are they allowed to climb the scoreboard? I mean, I guess by the time you get up there, whoever is going to be home. So that's an inside the park home run.
Most days in modern ballparks, they have a home run line. And if the ball goes over the home run line, it's a home run to eliminate that precarious ball balancing on the scoreboard thing.
1936. Thank you, Big George. 888-368-1580. Well, while we're just waiting, the pick is in. The pick is in, Keon. The pick is in for your Washington Wizards.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Like I can't.
You're not at all excited, are you?
I'm very excited. Yeah, no, I'm just. I don't know.
Seem very excited.
Why? I mean, I knew the pick was coming. They haven't made it yet. What am I excited about? Let's see what they do, because I would also be horrifically disappointed.
Is it in yet?
I mean,
I know you heard that quite a few times in your life.
Have I?
What?
I don't know if that's. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm not certain that that's a question I've ever heard.
Damn. I couldn't help it. That was a good line. Man, this is taking forever.
Yeah, well, that's what you put a draft on the ESPN. They're gonna,
milk it.
Woj has got to go through about 1,000 in answering a simple question.
That's a very smart man. That guy is very well connected. He is horrible on TV.
Woj, what did you have for lunch today? Well, I was going to have the tuna, but then it seemed a little bad. But so I went for the BLT.
And he's got to break down every trade the Wizards have done in the last 3 days, which is a lot. So we'll see.
Do you think this will be in before the show's over?
I mean,
good God, we've been waiting for this.
I think so. We've got like 3 minutes, but I'm watching Woj struggle with the English language right now, so I can't tell you.
And so
Randy's absolutely right, though.
That's the way Woj talks.
Should we spin the wheel of sports while we're waiting
rice pilaf, and then
rice pilaf. Hold on. The pick is in.
There's the commissioner. He's walking up to the
Jarace Walker from Houston.
Oh, Jurassic Walker. Okay, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I like
that's the weirdest name I've seen in a while. Jurassic.
Yeah.
What kind of name is that?
Why are you asking me?
That's a made up name. That's not even a name from someplace.
You're literally looking at it. I mean, it's
Jurassic Walker.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? That's not the guy you thought you wanted right there, was it?
I know, but I didn't think he'd be here.
No, he wanted Aloe Black, the singer.
I thought that he would be gone by now. I didn't think that the Pistons were going to reach on Asar Thompson. Didn't think that the Pacers were going to reach on the other French guy. So
you're not happy.
Jurassic. I'm very happy. Dude's an awesome defender. And
would you say your birthday party happy?
Super soft birthday party happy?
No,
would you say
I
your
wouldn't say that.
surprise birthday party happy?
I don't like surprise birthday parties, so
no.
But yeah, no,
So
I
he's
like.
not
I
happy.
like
See
the
that,
guy.
Jeffrey? See that? We got that out of him.
No, I'm pretty happy, but I don't know what you want me to.
I don't think you are. You just said
want
you're
me
not
to,
happy.
to. I'm not surprise birthday party happy because I don't
disappointed.
like surprise birthday
Yeah,
parties.
it really
I feel like
does.
you're disappointed.
No,
sort of
I'm
stunned.
I am relieved.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, "Hey, are you guys staying on air till the Suns pick tonight?
Hell
like you did with
no.
the Cardinals?"
In the second round somewhere, so no.
Yeah.
No.
We kind of got bored of that. King Kitten says there is no score in the 8th inning. Wake Forest and LSU. Winner, by the way, goes to the final round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good game. We should be watching that game right now.
Mm.
Big George says, Jeffrey, we all know Keon is waiting for marriage to do the deed for the first time with a very special girl. That's a good point.
That looks like it hurt.
Yep. Sure, Big George.
Hit you right in the cha-cha bongos, did it?
Let me tell you, there's just one sentence you needed to say, and it was worked for me my entire life. Don't ask me about past women. I say, listen, same thing goes for you. I don't want to ask you about past men. So you don't want to know, and I don't want to tell. So let's just go on. Let's not worry about the past. Let's look at the future, okay? But then there's times in your head, even though you've made that statement, you're like, All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the Wake Forest LSU game or the NBA draft or whatever. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Shop the best deals of the summer now.